Get going. Ba, 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 ba. I'm still so sniffly.
That's how it is.
Better.
Hello.
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 You're saying hello to yourself?
Yeah. You know, as you do when you had to check the things. Okay. Sometime. Yeah.
Sometime?
No, I'm just like, because we're waiting a while for people to join stream, I'm just like, yes, time. I'm remembering this. This is
Mm-hmm.
the thing I remember about.
Yes,
Time.
because we wait a second because people usually don't jump in the stream immediately after we start.
Yes, this is true. Time. Time is fickle.
Sure is. Gives me a chance to finish my pizza.
Pita.
Pizza, pizza.
Pita.
Pizza.
Pizza. But yes, things I've learned about Karma Zoo is apparently the best time to play the game
Mm-hmm.
is at 9 a.m. Central, not Central Time, Eastern Time.
It was early in the morning.
So early. 'Cause I'm
Why is
looking
everyone
at
playing Karmazoo at
I don't know.
9 in the morning?
Because I'm looking at like the Steam database charts and everything, and I was like looking at that. It seems like the peak of the game is at like 12 p.m. UTC, right? And I'm like, why is it like 12 to 14
I
p.m.?
guess
Like,
everyone
I
who's playing it is in Europe.
guess that
That's
doesn't
the only
make
thing that makes
sense.
sense to me.
But like, even then, it's like 34 people online. But like, even then, that's like still more than being like two people. By two people, it's
Oh my
zero.
goodness.
Let me see what it is right now.
Gotta
Um,
wake up at fucking 6 in the morning to play my Karmazoo.
you gotta, or else you won't get any karma. You will find no players to play the game with you.
Crazy.
Okay, let's see. It says there are 4 people in game right now.
Oh, how interesting.
Um,
It's either doomed to forever be a tiny game or it's We're in
It
it
was
before it
big
gets
once upon a
popular.
time.
What?
It was very big once upon a time. It is at the point where it's like a dead game now, and that's unfortunate.
What? How long has it been out?
It's been out since it's been out for a while. Let me look and see. Okay.
Really? I thought it was a new, like y'all sent it to me, being like it made making me feel like it was a new game.
No, it's just because it was like when we first discovered it because of the Humble Bundle release.
Hmm.
So it's been out since 2023 November.
2023?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Well, we got to get people on the Karmazu train. We gotta start streaming
It's
it. We
very
gotta get
funny.
people on it.
Yeah, it'd be a very fun game. It's just very funny because I'm looking too at the game. Apparently, it was just never that big, considering there was only one time it actually like it. The all-time peak was on November 20th, 2023, and it came out the 14th of November. So I'm like, oh,
Yeah. No, I
wow,
mean that just tells. I mean that's the thing though too, is because even if it came out in 2023, if it ever got popular, there would still be a dedicated fan base, which
yeah.
obviously there is, but like not
Like they
definitely
have
not
a
like.
Discord for like looking for groups and everything for people to play. But then the other thing with it though too as well, this only does mention and like record how many people are on Steam and it is crossplay, so who
Hmm.
knows if other platforms.
Interesting.
But as far as I know, not many people.
We gotta get people into it.
It's a fun game. Very silly.
We gotta make it blow up. Go crazy.
Yes. We'll blow up and go crazy again.
All right.
But yes, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Um
Hi, it's my stream. I would like to do my intro, thank you.
Hello. Welcome.
Hi, I'm the Zodiac Lord, the person you're watching this, whose channel you're watching this on. And welcome to the stream. We're playing a game. We're playing No Case Should Remain Unsolved. I don't know anything about this game other than I'm assuming it's a murder mystery game. A detective game of some kind. So, yeah, I don't really have much to say. I'm just gonna go, unless you have something to say.
Okay. This game is a fun game. I saw Gunmoon play. I was watching them play like the very end of the game, and it was very fun, very nice. It is in fact a detective game, and it is kind of it's not a murder mystery game because in this one it'll explain pretty quickly, but there's a girl who goes missing. And
Okay,
that's where we're starting.
I see. Alright, I'll go.
Let's go.
Hmm.
See, the girl went missing. Loud music.
I'm gonna lower this down a little bit. Um, English. I could play it in French. Alright.
This would be very hard to do in French, unfortunately, because I don't know French.
Well, I'm
But
learning
I believe in
French.
you. I believe in you.
I realized I was a jellyfish. I spent the past 70 years simply drifting through life, with no heading in particular, blindly stinging everyone I encountered. Can you see it too? The people I tried to embrace, I only ended up hurting. Everywhere I went, I left nothing but ruin. That's it. That's where I am. A jellyfish floating across the sea. I don't even remember why I once became a police detective. I look over there at that family, weeping for their lost child. Have I ever done anything to wipe away their tears? A police station is a crucible of pain and grief. So why did I choose to enter that institution? Why did I think I could somehow offer people solace and hope? Maybe I was simply being selfish. Maybe I became a detective just so I could belong somewhere. I should stop now. I should stop wandering with nothing but regret in my lips. That's it then. The first good thing I'll ever have done for anyone. Everyone. I'm sorry for everything. Okay, we're just
Madam.
in the thick of it.
We're in the second.
hmm Again, I know nothing of this
Madam,
game, so I have no trigger warnings to provide.
um, we are not actually in the thick of it. You'll see that when the actual gameplay happens.
I know
that's when
I
we're-
know that. I'm
I know, but
saying we're right
also,
into heavy stuff. That's what I'm saying.
oh yeah, I can't remember any trigger warnings for this game either.
We're just gonna go. It's fine. We don't need it.
We're gonna go. It's okay. Tee. Miss Jeong,
Young? I think so.
I think so. Yeah, Miss Jeong.
Is it us, I'm assuming?
Yeah, that's us.
Who are you?
Remember that little girl, Choi Siwon?
Choi Sawang? Sawang? The girl who went missing?
That's right, ma'am. Do you know what happened to that girl you brought back? Thanks to you, her family found peace. Do their lives look ruined to you?
The doctor says my mind is like an old library without an index. I'm sorry, but I have no idea who you are. I see you're in uniform. You couldn't be Sawan's ghost. Not the game is saying that it's Sawan's ghost. From the way you bring up my forgotten failure, I can only assume you're here to deliver judgment. I see.
Ma'am, I'm not here to judge you. I only want to tell you about the life you lived.
Your Honor, you already know what happened. I never brought Sawan home. The case ended the way her father Choi Dong Dongjeon wanted. Disappeared forever, completely out of her mother's reach. Case unsolved. We can't do that, sir.
And now we get to how the game starts. This is a message from the father. We know this. We talked. It's the police saying, "Leave the case unsolved." We can't do that, sir.
You mean you've already filed a missing persons case? Sawan's officially registered as a missing person, then? And please, that's good enough. Detective, I'm begging you. Please don't look for my daughter anymore. Stop asking where she is. Keep her completely out of her mother's reach. Let her just live life somewhere. Just say that she went out to the playground like she always did and vanished. That's all. Perfect crime with no witnesses, no suspects. So please, please leave this case unsolved. I'll do anything. Please. I beg of you. Okay. There are many layers to go through right now.
Yeah. I have now remembered a bit of the game.
Don't spoil it for me, please.
So, yes, if you want to look up spoilers for this game, if you want to look up trigger warnings for this game, look it up. Unfortunately, the trigger warnings I can provide are spoilers. So, good luck. Yeah. Anyway.
Well,
So,
okay.
that's how you.
There's some things I can pick up on, vibe-wise.
Yeah.
Like, okay, wait. They shouldn't be. Trigger warnings aren't spoilers. Not
Yeah.
generally. When I say spoilers, I mean
Generally.
don't tell me, like, what fucking happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm assuming there's
Big
abuse
ones that you're gonna have
happening.
a problem here.
What?
Oh, but no. I would mention if I think that's a trigger warning, I think. Yeah, that's not the trigger warning. The trigger warning is directly related to the spoiler of the game. That's why I cannot mention it. Otherwise it's not really a problem.
Okay. Never mind. I'm not gonna go with my theories
Okay.
then. I'm just gonna keep
Don't
going.
worry. You can. I'm not gonna
Nope,
say
I'm
anything.
over it now.
Okay, that's all. We're good now. We continue. So that's how you remember it.
This was the last case I took before I resigned from the missing persons team. See how relieved I looked after what Daljian said? That man knew. He wanted to close the case and move on. We needed a good excuse. That my refusal was only customary, a front to cover up my cowardice.
Ma'am, history is a certainty produced at the point where the imperfections of memory meet the inadequacies of documentation.
What do you mean?
It means you just don't get it. Can you remember the beginning and the end of the case? Let me help you weave together the threads connecting the start to the finish.
I think Soan's mother called me to report the girl missing. Yes, I remember it now. She said Soan disappeared from the playground. Calm down, ma'am. Who am I speaking to again?
Detective Jeong, yes? Do you remember me? You came to check in on Si Wong the other day. I asked you not to ring the doorbell. Please tell me you remember.
So wait, were you saying that when you looked up if there were trigger warnings, it just told you the spoiler for the game and that there aren't any trigger warnings?
No.
Then what
I'm
were
saying for what I didn't look up trigger warnings. I'm saying for other people, if they want to look them up, they can. However, from what I start to remember of the ending of the game, from what I remember from what the dad said, I was like, oh. So I still don't fully remember if there are any trigger warnings or anything like that, but I remember one thing that is a spoiler for the game. That's all.
Okay.
Does it help?
Not really, but sure.
Okay. Detective, I'm scared. Please hurry. She's gone. Siwan is gone. She was just at the playground.
When did you last see her at the playground?
Exactly 3:33 in the afternoon. Detective, she disappeared 3 hours ago. We looked everywhere a 7-year-old could have gone alone. What do we do now? I'm trying not to panic, but the worst is all that comes to mind. Pizza and popcorn, Gunman.
So those are just pictures. Okay.
Yeah, so to put things together, when the things are minus, there's like little tags of time. Like for example, on the new one that we see now, it has the hashtag of playground and surrender. We can use those to connect some items to figure those out. If you, yeah, we
Well,
can't find.
I can let it explain it to me. I was talking to
Oh, you're
myself.
trying to see what you need.
Yeah,
Got it.
I was talking to myself of like, okay, so that's what that means and making a conclusion. I know the game's gonna teach me and I'll figure it out. I just talking to
Yeah.
myself.
Okay. Got it.
You can't hear it there. Well, the ads make me money, so you're turning yourself in.
Yes.
Oh, that's me.
I
I'm
would like to
sorry.
surrender. Okay.
Oh, is it? Or Xing?
Yeah.
Oh, no, X English teacher. Okay, I understand. Never mind.
Yeah. These are several different people
Okay,
right now. Yeah.
go ahead.
Yes, I'd like to surrender to the police. I am responsible. A little girl went missing from the playground, didn't she? 3 days ago. She was with me. I took her away.
Sure.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I I did it because I needed the money. I'm sorry.
Okay. What do you mean? What do you mean it's all your responsibility?
Detective, the truth is, she's dead. Siwon Siwon is dead. She's been dead all this time.
Your Honor, that's all I remember about the case. Now I understand why you come to me, here at the final crossroads. Why you want me to remember the beginning and the end. You're the gatekeeper of time and space. I had put it completely out of my mind. I was trying to forget those memories because I felt guilty. The man who took her turned himself in, but I pretended it never happened. And the girl, she was already dead. I pretended not to know. I'm sorry. Someone like me doesn't deserve peace.
Ma'am, it's all right. Don't be afraid. I don't care what you want to call me, but you have to know that this isn't the end of the road. You're not bound for hell or purgatory. Now think back. Siwon disappeared from the playground, right? Try to recall everything you can about the location.
I can see more fragments now. I see them. They're so faint, like scars faded with age.
No, you're doing great. Once you brought the fragments, try connecting them together. Build a chain of recollections. Even a dried out ravine can be a river again when the waters return. Now you can text the hashtag.
Oh, was that a choice that I just made?
Yeah, what you did was just basically open up another. We now have 3 more conversations we can now
Oh, okay.
talk
I was
about
making sure.
because we
I just
found.
wasn't sure if that was like, you've made a permanent choice and you can't go back now.
No. No permanent choices
Okay,
yet.
that's fine. It's alright. Again, was there anything unusual about Sawan's activities today?
No, it was all business as usual. She goes to kindergarten on weekdays, and we go to the playground on weekends as a family. We have 2 playgrounds in the condo complex. Normally, we alternate between them. I go along sometimes, but one of them isn't wheelchair accessible, so Haejong has to take the kids on her own. Wait, recently they've only been going to that one playground. Haejong says that the kids asked to go there. Today, too. If if only they'd gone to the other playground. On the way back, they sometimes drop by the stationery store near the complex entrance. The place is called Apollo. Saewon loves getting candy there. Which one do you want to connect that to? Yeah,
You don't have to or no, I guess it's you, yeah.
you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but try to think about it, okay? See if you can remember someone you didn't usually see at the playground. I heard you were all together there. Saewon, your mother, and you too, Myungjo. Myungjo, go.
Is it a different person?
Yes. So
Okay.
you're now discovering that in the context of this, when it says Seong, your mother, and you too, since it's saying your mother, this conversation, while it's listed under Seowong's mother as a person who's talking, this is clearly again Youngjo. So that means this isn't the
Okay.
mother.
Alright.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
We were all together. I wish I could collapse some of these and make it a lot easier to scroll.
Did you see any suspicious individuals when you went to pick up Seowong? Or anything out of the ordinary?
That's you.
Okay, it's exactly as my daughter said. I was so sure Seowong would be at the playground, but when I got there, I didn't see her. So I assumed my daughter took her along. Then my daughter came downstairs and looked at me with her eyes wet, and I thought, oh no. Detective, I think you might be making a mountain out of a molehill. I don't know if my daughter told you, but Siwon goes alone to places all the time. My daughter worries easily, but mark my words, the girl always wanders back in time for dinner. Please don't worry about it. I'll have a stern word with my daughter. Honestly, I can't believe she's gone and called you. Think back to the testimonies about the playground. Who do you think those people were?
People. These testimonies were all from one person. Weren't they?
Ma'am, life is a bit like a jigsaw puzzle, isn't it?
We're gonna do this a lot, aren't we?
Yep.
Okay, I see.
Now we have to figure out who it is. So this first one.
Hang on.
Your memories are scrambled and misaligned. But each fragment, each moment connects with another. Look at the connections closely and you'll figure out where the pieces belong. Who said these things and in what order?
And then what?
Hmm?
What does that change?
Just, who knows? Maybe if you connect them with pieces, you might discover a key. A key that unlocks the face of the person putting the puzzle. A key that unlocks the face of the person putting the puzzle back together. Ta-da! Okay, now it's into puzzle time.
It's like a very final discussion.
There's another red one if you want to click on it.
Hang on, I'm just trying to absorb what I'm looking
I
at.
know. That's why I was like, I'm not telling you anything. I was just wanted to.
Yes, you were. You're telling me there's another red one. Let me have a second to. Everything's
Okay.
on a very wide screen, and I'm just trying to. There's a lot of words to look at.
There's a lot of words to look at. That is correct. That's why I was just like, okay, here you go. Here's some information. I don't know if this is the information you're looking for.
I hold your hand gently in my hand. I will ask you if I need help.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay.
I just want to take a second. I'm just taking a second to get my bearings. Right again. Check out the day. That's right. Do you remember me? That can't be her. She disappeared exactly 3 hours ago. We've looked everywhere. 7-year-old girl could have gone alone. What do we do now? I'm trying not to panic, but the worst is all that comes to mind. I think this is maybe you. I think some context. The mother seems detective, I think he might to place. Don't refer easily, but don't worry about it. I'll have this turned around. Hmm. I think this may. Hmm. Don't know who you are. You're a brother. I think about it, okay? See if you can remember some. Usually see them. They're all there together. I think this is not by the mom. I think it's a character we don't have access to yet. Hmm. Okay, let's start reading some things.
One thing, okay.
Yes?
I don't know. I was going to mention again. Remember, there's also pictures.
Right.
That's all.
Okay.
That's all.
Can't do that now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause that's the mom. I don't know. I can't really tell by the. I can't tell if they just look really similar, or if it's on purpose. Just gonna leave that alone right now because I don't know. Can you tell me anything about Sawan's life in kindergarten?
I've already explained everything to the other officers on the phone, Detective. Is she still missing? How can someone take her away in broad daylight in the middle of a condo complex? I heard her mother and brother were with her. They didn't see anything? I don't know if this will help, but, well, you asked me to tell you anything, so I guess I will. See, Wong's always optimistic and cheerful. She started at Eden last year, and I was surprised that she never shied away from any of us teachers.
Teachers, gotcha.
At first, I just took her for a friendly child. Then I realized that her brother came to pick her up instead of her mother, but she never asked where her mother was. No, not that that was the problem. Not at all. But, well, how should I put this? I suppose I've never seen her cry or get angry or even frown. So I always feel like I want to keep a close eye on her and make sure she's okay. She's going to need a lot of attention and guidance. She's so cheerful and bright, but in a strangely fragile way. Does that make sense?
Not at all. Anyway, I don't know if you're the English teacher, but ex-English teacher. Put you there for now.
Can I give hint?
How big of a hint? I'd kind of like to figure it out. I'm still
Never
absorbing
mind
a bunch
then.
of stuff.
Never mind then. It's just another hint about like one of the mechanics of the game. You'll get there then.
Okay, I will get there. Class teacher. Okay, so I'm gonna move that here.
Yeah, that's the only hint.
What?
That was the only hint.
Okay, see, just let me do it. I can do it.
I know.
Have some faith in me.
I have a lot of faith in you. I just also.
This is why I told you if you play this, you gotta be real careful about not backseat gaming, because I love games like this a lot. Yeah. And I want to do it myself so I can feel smart.
Yes, okay? And that is why I have to be careful.
You do. You can harass Mooney.
Harassing
See,
Mooney.
the thing is, if you know things and Mooney knows things, you guys can go gossip secretly and quietly when I can't see it, and then you can laugh at me for doing it wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
see
could.
Mooney screaming.
Mooney's screaming because Mooney's again.
This gave me a key of something, so that's good. There's that cry, so let's take this and... Ooh, I see where the key is. I didn't report any of this to the authorities. Fascinating. Fascinating, okay. Go over here. It wants me to do everything non-linearly, but unfortunately...
You wouldn't do that, Mooney. That's mean.
No, there's not a war ending, shut up. Anyway, also, do you just want to be all the people, Chinema, and I can just be the officer, because I am the officer?
I can do that.
Just because I'm realizing because of the mixed up of people talking, then it's going to be impossible to know who's actually talking.
Very hard to figure
so we'll just be, I'm the police, you're the not police.
I am the not police. Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go.
About the kindergarten teacher's testimony.
I'm so grateful to her. I had no idea that she could keep such a close eye on Siwon. There's something Siwon always says to me. Mommy's the saddest person in the world. She never said that when her father was around, of course, but I think I understand what she means now. Siwon genuinely thinks that way. She couldn't handle it otherwise. That's why she refuses to cry. Because then that makes her the saddest person instead of her mom. She couldn't handle it if she were the saddest person in the world getting pity from everyone. That's probably how she sees it all. She's still so young. Children who are forced to grow up fast end up with better control of emotions. And that breaks my heart.
I also apologize that this is going to be a very boring stream because it's going to be a lot of me eyes locked in, completely dead silent while I try to think.
It's important. That's why I want you to play this game, because there's a lot of mystery going on, okay? Okay.
So I think you're probably a babysitter of some kind. Maybe. You're either that or maybe the older sister. Something. But I'm gonna just put that there for now. For the sake of... Anything else? Or the stationery store. Do that. Oh yeah. Okay. You test my... Just get a bunch of these. See all my options. It less happen when you love someone? Or what the fuck is that? Chief testimony to extra. Okay, interesting. Okay. Why did you turn yourself in? Okay. see now. I understand. There can be multiple keys of multiple different colors. I understand. Okay. Let's just get all the things so these letters can stop dancing at me. There's one now. Oh, Madam Senior Inspector Jones. Interesting. So that would definitely be her mom then. Hypothetically. Interesting. I like this a lot. This is a very good game. I can feel it. This is gonna be very,
it's
very
very
good.
fun, like, piecing together. It's just also the thing of, like, I want more games like this, and I couldn't find it. It was sad.
I know. Well, that's always the worst thing. You get a game that's so fucking good, and then they don't have a sequel, and you're just like, oh.
And it's like such a unique concept, and it's like unfortunate because like I love this unique concept. Unfortunately, it's a unique concept.
Well, it's like, and I get why, because the setting of it, of like the whole context around why this is happening, being a miserable detective who has potentially just killed herself, like basically reflecting upon a major event in her life, is like very interesting. But it's very particular. Ooh, that one's so secret, they can't even tell us what it says. Cool. Interesting. So, but I can feel, because it's like, I'm wanting to come up with theories, but it's also this thing of almost like, I can feel so deeply that I have so little information right now that I can't, like, I don't even want to, because I'm like, I can't. I need to just understand.
To hear them, though.
I don't know, because there's so many and I don't have anything that's like concrete. At that point, like, if I tried to give a theory now, it would be me doing the thing where I just throw everything in the wall so I can't be wrong. Like, because it's like, it could literally be anything. Haha! How revolutionary of me. Okay, is that
okay, just
everything?
Name one sentence.
No.
One thing that you think.
There's too many.
Fine.
We just started. We have, what, 54 of these that we gotta go fucking figure out? We got a long way to go. Okay. Let's do... Oh, dead. I didn't do that one. Okay. Oh, many secrets. Certificate of familiar... Well, that does kind of make me think about one. Because one of my things is the fact that, like, potentially when they're saying that she's safe from her mother, this is not the mother. Sawan's mother is not her biological mother, and that potentially they're not protecting her from Sawan's mother, this lady, but protecting from whoever the biological mother is, potentially. Or, of course, I mean, the more direct thing when I read this thing is that, I get the vibe of, like, we're protecting her from, like, an abusive mother, kind of, so to speak. I don't know if that... I feel like that's maybe too simple, though. I feel like there's gonna be more... I'm also trying to figure out... Don't tell me. Just let me live in mystery.
I'm letting you live in mystery.
No, I'm preempting this with what I'm about to say, because I was gonna phrase it like a question, so I don't want you to think it's an actual question. It's rhetorical right now. I might ask later if I really can't tell. This is one of those situations where I can't tell how fantasy this game is. Like, where I can't tell... It's like the sort of thing of just, like, the AI Somnium versus the stuff from 999 and, like, Zero Escape, where it's like, okay, because it's where I basically sort of a thing of, like, okay, I have some theories that are grounded in the real world, and I have other theories that are like, okay, there's some kind of supernatural or, like, crazy fucking bullshit that's going on, which there could be because she's talking presumably possibly to a spirit. Also, I haven't ruled out the fact that the person she's talking to is Sawan, because that was honestly the first thing I thought whenever it started, and I think that's maybe it could be on purpose, because either that is literally Sawan, and because the question posed at the beginning of, like, don't you want to know what happened to that little girl? And so that almost reads to me almost like that is the little girl, and she's basically leading her on the pathway of, like, she's leading us on the pathway of getting there, and that's where it's going to be the big conclusion of like, oh, guess what, you did it, you helped more than you realized or something. I don't know, fucking hell. But like, there's that angle, or there's the idea that she just looks like she's a conglomerate of a bunch of a person's dying mind kind of situation. That is something.
I will tell you one thing though, and this is because Mooney keeps mentioning it.
Oh god.
There is not a secret for it ending.
No, yes, that I'm pretty fucking confident. I'm pretty confident it's not going to come into play. I'm like, oh, because again, it could just be that she looks like Sawan because it's a mind fuck sort of thing. But like that sort of thing maybe possibly opens the angle of, of that there is a supernatural element to it that could be there. There's also, of course, the thought bouncing around in my head of just like, what if Sawan's not real? What if she's actually like, especially when I look at it's this one in particular. This one with the baby, like the fucking, the crib, where it's like, the truth is she's dead, Sawan is dead, she's been dead all this time. That gives me two thoughts of either this is going to be some crazy bonker shit where it's like she's actually has been dead, she was never alive, she's like some manifestation type thing. Or, again, kind of going back into whenever I looked at this over here, kind of going to that kind of thing. I'm wondering if I'm going to get like really extreme. I'm wondering if there's a potentiality of the real Sawan, like the legally, like their child Sawan, died as a baby or at birth or something, and either the dad or someone else kidnapped a child to replace their Sawan, or like there happened something in a hospital or something like that. Potentially. Because Shinema just confirmed to me that you're wrong. So that I think is also a thing that I'm thinking about, but I'll leave it there because everything else is going to be just me being like, it could be anything. I
can spoil that one thing, Mooney. Okay, I'm allowed to spoil that one thing.
I need a key to unlock this. Keys are unlocked. Okay, so you're just telling me the mechanic. Gotcha. Okay. No, I want to close it. God, I don't want to open these. I want to close them. No.
But hey, that one, that's not a key. That one's what's it called? A number.
Yeah, I want to minimize these so it's easier to look at. Anyway, it's fine. It's okay. All right. Can I do this in reverse where I click on one? Okay, so it'll tell me. That's handy. I like that. Okay. Let me just go through all these and figure out what I want to do. So we have, when did Sawan's mother leave you? So I think there's obviously divorce in there. So there's an X involved. Potentially it's this. It could be this X. English teacher, maybe, could be related. Something. But yeah, or it's a new character that we haven't met. So there's a divorce situation. How do you remember the time so precisely? How does Mayongo feel? Claims to be the culprit behind the disappearance. I see your mother has contacted you. Hello, madam. You were Sawan's mother, correct? Does Sawan have any favorite places near the playground? Somewhere she might have wandered off on her own? Has Sawan ever wandered off alone before? Stay on the line. I'm on your way. Could you tell me what happened? Who were you on the phone with on the afternoon of February 3rd? Did you happen to see this boy when you went to the playground to find Sawan? We've received testimony that Sawan is a regular at your stationery store. Could you tell me now what happened when you last saw Sawan? I'm gonna go with this one, I think, because this one I would know who it actually connects to, which would be helpful in the context of me piecing some of this together.
Okay.
Because it seems like the most straightforward one. And also it's phrased as the beginning of a conversation, so it just helps me as a jumping off point. Chronologically. Hello, madam. Senior Inspector Jiang Young from the Hwamyong Police Station. You would be Sawan's mother, correct? I'm just here to see to see Sawan, if that's all right.
Oh my gosh. You scared me, detective. I was expecting the delivery man. you please knock instead of ringing the doorbell next time? My daughter's taking a nap. She dozed off in front of the TV while I was washing the rice. I just tucked her in. Come inside. Fast asleep, see? Oh, I suppose you can't really tell under that blanket. She must be tired, the poor thing. Si Wong and I were out and about all day yesterday. She slept in this morning, too. I swear, kids grow up so fast. She's gotten so much taller that barely anything fits anymore. I had to do all her shopping at once. First day of school is only a month away and there's so much to buy. Oh, I hope she wakes up soon to eat and get her uniform fitted. I'm sorry, Detective. You might have to wait a while before she wakes up. So, what brings you here?
Interesting. I see. Okay. So you're gonna go all the way to the top, I think. Detective, yes. Do you remember me? I came to check on Swan the other day. I asked you not to ring the doorbell. Please tell me you remember, Detective. I'm scared. Please hurry. She's gone. Swan is gone. Yes. That makes sense. Exactly as my daughter said. Did you see any suspicious individuals pick Swan or anything out of the ordinary? It's exactly as my daughter said. I was so sure Swan would be at the playground. When I got there, I didn't see her. So I assumed my daughter took her along. Then my daughter came. Interesting how she keeps saying my daughter, but Swan is also her daughter? And looks at me with her eyes wide, and I thought, oh no, Detective, I think you might be making a mountain out of a molehill. I don't know if my daughter told you, but Swan goes alone to places all the time. My daughter worries easily, but mark my words, the girl always wanders back home for dinner. Please don't worry about it. I'll have a stern word with my daughter. I can't believe she's gone and called you. I'm assuming this. Unless this isn't the mother. I was so sure there. I didn't see her. I assumed my daughter came downstairs and looked me in the eyes. My daughter told you. Maybe? Let's put you over here, actually. I'll put you over here for now because I'm thinking Shin Mao might either be the babysitter or maybe the daughter. She is the babysitter, but she's also maybe the daughter of a different parent in the neighborhood, potentially.
Okay.
Something like that. We'll get there. When we know more, when we know like what those words say, it'll probably make things make a little more sense. But these two I'm confident go here. I'm gonna check on someone the other day. I asked you not to ring the doorbell. Well, maybe not, because it does look like the mother. I'll leave it here for now, just to space everything out. We'll reassess that in a minute. Okay. See, your mother has contacted you. Let's try this one. Oh, actually, no, we have some other words to do. Hang on, actually. Ooh, those are, oh my god, those are a lot. Jesus Christ. Okay. Ignoring that for right now. Tall. Little taller, little baller. Kim Kyung-seok, so that must be the ex-English teacher. Interesting. I think, actually. Because we can figure out who this is pretty easily, so let's do this one. It would just make things a little easier. Thank you for telling me, Myungo. I heard you were in 5th grade at elementary school. You're in 5th grade at elementary school. With your height, I bet the girls won't leave you alone. You're very tall for your age. Is it because you take after your mom? Jesus Christ, he is very tall for his age.
I take after her.
Uh-oh.
I
He doesn't like that.
really, and I really like her.
You're so helpful, Miyako. You're so helpful. Okay, let's move you over here. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so we're gonna get these solidified when we know dates. I understand. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, once you put them in the right order of where they are, they give you a date.
I see. Okay. Interesting. Okay. What next? Didn't attend pre-entrance day. See your testimony that you spoke on the phone with Cindy Holloway and told us someone can't attend pre-entrance day for personal reasons. Really? Oh, is it because it's because I used them already? Remember? Okay. Let's see. Happen to see this boy. Let's try this one. Where were those? I looked at it and then blinked. Okay. Try this one. We've received testimony that Sewan is a regular at your stationery store. Did anyone from her family drop in today? Or Sewan herself on her own?
Today? No, not Siwon, and not her brother either. May I ask what the police want with them? You're not the first to come looking for her today. Is this about Myung-ho's mother? The thing is, Myung-ho only been coming with Sion these days. He used to come with his mother all the time when he was younger, but I haven't seen her in quite a while. Is she doing all right?
You call him just Miongo's mother and not... I've already found the fragments containing the clues. Search the answer. No, not yet. Interesting. Okay. Just interesting that he says Miongo's mother and not their mother. So maybe it's... Interesting. What happened the last time you saw Swan? Could you tell me about now what happened when you last saw Swan?
We always used to buy Siwon candy from the stationery store on the way home. But we didn't buy her candy recently because Auntie doesn't come out with us anymore. I told Siwon to stay where she was and ran over to the stationery store. I ran right over. The stationery store is just up the steps over the fence. It's really quick, I swear. I was only there for a bit and I ran back. But she wasn't there. I called her name like, Siwon! But she didn't come. Only Auntie did. I started crying and Auntie said I shouldn't tell anyone she wasn't with us. She told me not to say anything at all. Just like that monkey we saw at the temple. Bless you.
Interesting. Let's move you. Also gonna move these here, just for now. We know you weren't at the playground. Fascinating. Is your son still there? I was under the impression that both children were at the playground. It's okay if you don't want to talk, Miyungo. I don't mind waiting. Or Nyungo. Miyungo. What's this one? I've already found the fragments containing the clues. Search for the answer now. No, not yet. Let's try this. Yes.
Yeah, 3 reasons to suspect. Okay. See, now you remember. Someone turned himself in. But you're still suspicious of Sewong's mother. Are you misremembering something?
No, that's not it. My memories are hazy and out of order. Those were the exact conversations. Sawan's father clearly said, keep her completely out of her mother's reach. That's why he wanted to keep the case unsolved. And there was more testimony.
Alright then. Let's start by looking for reasons to suspect Sewon's mother. Your doubts about her will unveil more of your clouded memory. Because it's absolutely true that Sewon's mother is the reason the girl went missing.
But is it Sawan's mother or Sawan's actual mother? Um... Go to the... No, okay. I just think that one's weird. Okay, just checking. I know what they are. Right? There we go. Okay, I'll come back to that in a minute. Okay, understood. Get that cool one, and then we can't even use it. Haha. What was that one though? There's one the one with. Where did it go? The one with the brother.
The flashing one?
No, the brother. The one that move you out of the way for my sake of ease. Where is it? This one. Because I want to. It's okay if you don't want to talk, Miyungo. I don't mind waiting. But Miyungo, do you promise me that once you're ready, you'll talk to me? Oh, poor kid.
Got a new word.
Promise. Okay. So the pink ones are for finding specific lines of text.
Yes.
And the yellow ones are for an actual key, a physical key we need to find. the purple we don't know yet. That's still a bit of a...
We do. You
Those
have
are
clicked on a purple
right,
before.
well, the codes, but I don't know yet how to get those numbers. So,
Oh, it tells you what the number is. You just don't know where the number is.
I know none of the fragments unlocked so far contain the clues I need. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Is it would tell me if it would tell me if I have the information I need to be able to do it.
Yeah.
And so
I'm
currently
just saying
it's not.
that, like, in like the tags at the bottom, it tells you what information you are looking for that.
Right.
Yeah, that's all. Sorry.
Anyway. Maybe it's the mom who's the fake mom. It's okay. You're fine. But now. Let's try this one because we can get a name out of it. Nope, can't do that. Okay. Never mind. Actually, let's just do some of these and just unlock. If we can unlock them, let's unlock them. We'll do that. We'll go with that rule. Because unlocking them, getting the answer doesn't mean that we actually open it. Search what Miyungo carries around. What does he carry around? This? Aha! An umbrella. How interesting.
From what I remember, it took forever for me to find that one.
Oh my god, really? That thing jumped out at me the moment I saw it!
No, I think it was just the fact of, like, we didn't realize we needed a picture to find that one.
Oh, no, I only noticed because the things were flashing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Proof the shopkeeper's lying. What's he lying about specifically? I guess just, did you find her family, drop her off today, or so on or so? Yeah, so that would be because of, where is it? I know what it is. I think it's over here.
I love you, Mooney.
Not this one, this one. Come in, I told someone to do it. I ran right over that. Because I don't know who's saying that, but it's someone who was with her. No, wait, where'd it go? This one. Aha! No. I'm dumb. Help. I'm dumb. I'm stupid and dumb.
Hey, it doesn't clarify which ones it is. It just says, like, hey, here's what it could be.
No, that one. Go back. Haha. I did it. Haha. We've received testimony that directly contradicts your claim. Okay, so it is him who said that. Okay. Noted.
You're back, which means you're still searching, I take it. I try to think of anyone suspicious I might have seen in the area, but nothing. The truth is, well, yes, Miyungo was here. I'm sorry for lying to you, but I didn't think it was important. Well, you see, I didn't want you to think badly of Miyungo. He's a good boy at heart. I'm very sorry, I truly am. I should have told you up front.
What did he do?
What time did he come to the store again? A little after 3:30, I believe. Well, nothing was out of the ordinary. He looked like he was in a rush, and when I asked, he only said he had to go back quick. He went straight to the usual candy shelf and picked out a bag, so I assumed it was for Siwon. It's her favorite brand, the pink candy that's so big your chief pops up like a squirrel. I told you before, Myung is very mature for his years. But that day, I saw him squatting in front of the greeting card shelf for a long time, the candy still in hand. Eventually, he came up to the counter and paid for the candy, but he wouldn't look me in the eye. I thought it was strange, so I went over to check the shelf. And, well, one of the cards was gone. I was disappointed in the boy, of course. Made up my mind to give him a stern talking to. But at the same time, well, I felt sorry for him. I can only imagine what went through his mind when he was squatting there in front of that shelf.
I don't know, if a kid stole a greeting card, I really don't think that's the worst thing a child could steal. Anyway,
2 more
what was that
logs.
other thing that said it was exactly 3:30? When did you last see the playground? Exactly 3:33 in the afternoon. So that was 3 minutes after he was in the store. Assuming this happened the same day. Potentially, I guess, but could not be. Anyway, let me move this around. I had a feeling this was him, but I just wasn't positive. Ah! Ha 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 ha. Oh, interesting. No, okay, that's fine. Okay. I know there was a button. No, I think I already clicked. Yeah. Okay. We have some new ones to crack open. What if I told you there's no need for lying now? Yango's testimony that he shows he has mixed feelings on Haejong. Don't know what that means. What I know. Okay. He stole a greeting card.
Please don't lie to me. Oh no, that was you. Never mind.
Oh, no, yeah, I didn't open that yet. Youngest testimony that shows he has mixed feelings. I guess it's his testimony, so I guess I should know. Let me try to find it. Started crying. So Myango must be auntie. Or Hijong must be auntie, I mean. Hang on. But she was. I called her name. I think I'm only I did. Oh. Hang on a second. Is that because you take after your mom? So is... Interesting. Because that means that... Emily Tree is perplexing. One's mother. Where was it? I swear I saw something that I need to move because that information is different. I guess I'll find it later. Interesting. So I bet that long one says it's Swan's mother. I think that's what that said. I think that's what we're learning. Okay, anyway. All good. Back to the search. See the notice from the school board. Was your son still there? I was under the impression that both children are at the playground. Just me on go feel. try this one. I'm curious. Nope, can't do that. Okay, never mind. Let's do this one. Don't lie to me, Yongo. Didn't see your auntie was telling the truth. Let's see. Nope, I already forgot what it was showing me. Dead. Yongo's being the easiest to figure out right now, just order-wise. Please don't lie to me, Miyungo. Didn't you say that Auntie was telling the truth?
Auntie told me that lying's not about what's good, but what's necessary. She said lying wasn't always a bad thing. It's that bad lies that are really bad. Mom said she'd watch over me from heaven. She said she'd watch over us even after she died. But that was a lie, right? There's no such thing as heaven.
Okay, so his mom's dead then.
But Tiwong doesn't know that. She's so stupid. Mom was lying. Does that mean that Mom was a bad person? What were you looking for earlier?
I swore there was something in there that I put under the mom, like referencing that she's Miyongo's mom, but I was incorrect.
Okay.
I couldn't find. If I find it later, I'll find it later. It's okay.
Okay.
Why are you so easy to figure out the order of?
Probably because a lot of his statements actually contains his name in.
Yeah, well, it just helps because a lot of it is us saying his name, so it's easier for me to figure out who directly we're talking to. Because for some of these we don't have enough stuff. Spoke on the phone with a City Hall employee and told them Sawan couldn't attend pre-entrance school. All that this confuses me a little bit, so I don't want to touch it yet. What is Sawan's mother? Nope, of course. Every single one I want to touch, I don't have the things for. Do you remember the time so precisely? Let's try that.
You're looking for the word time.
I'm looking for the phone
Or
call,
call.
actually.
Okay, that's fine.
How do you remember the time so precisely? I don't remember the time so precisely.
My phone call history. I never leave the children alone when we're out together. But then I got a phone call. I don't usually get calls in the afternoon.
Maybe this is Yongo's sister or something. Or, I don't know. Something. It says something up there.
I think I panicked. The first thing that came to mind was that I had to pick up somewhere quiet so I could hear. So I ducked into the condo hallway. The call history is 5 minutes long, but she disappeared in less than that. I know because I looked up partway through the conversation and she was already gone.
Yeah, this is definitely you. Yeah. So I know that these two I am convinced go to a different character we maybe haven't found yet. I think it's whoever her mother is.
Okay.
Is here. Is like in these below ones. I have a golden key now, it looks like.
Not quite yet.
Oh. I want it. I wanted the golden key.
It's almost there though. You just need to make one more connection.
Your son's still there. I was under the impression that both children were at the playground. Let's back over here. Let's get some of these. Claims the culprit behind the disappearance. This one is making me nervous. Stay on the line, I'm on the way. Could you tell me? Let's try this one, because this one is probably going to relate to, what's her face? Oh, is it not here? Well, let's try a different one then. Have you contacted someone's father? Let's just try that.
Okay.
Why not? Get the crazy one. Have you contacted someone's father?
I keep calling him, but he won't pick up. It's not out of the ordinary. We only meet for birthdays. But this is an emergency. His own daughter is missing. Detective, I was texting him on that day you came from the police station. Sue Wong's always such a quiet girl, but she was chatting about how much happier she'd be if her father was here too. So I asked him if he'd come by and say hello. He's heartless, that man.
Interesting. Cough, cough. Stay on the line, I'm on my way. Could you tell me what happened?
I got a call from my mother. Sue Wong's grandmother. She said I'm at the store outside the condo complex, and security called saying the fire alarm was going off in the house. The security guard went over to my mother's house to check, but he couldn't open the door, so she asked me to go and open it for her. I chewed her out. She knew I couldn't bring Sue Wong somewhere so dangerous. I told her to go herself. She was so stubborn. Mom said she could get to the playground and pick up Sue Wong faster than she could get home, so I should rush over to her house and make sure everything was fine at her place. That she would be there soon. She said that made the most sense. She's going to wait for me with Sue Wong outside the building. I went to Mom's house and the security guard was there. I opened the door for him and the place was filled with smoke. I don't know what she was cooking on the stove, but the pot was burnt black. The guard turned off the stove and opened the windows. But all I could think of was Sue Wong and how glad I was that I didn't bring her to such a dangerous place and that the fire didn't get any worse. I ran back into the elevator. It was only a few minutes, I swear. I found Mom waiting for me outside the building, just like she promised. When I asked her where Sue Wong was, she said, I thought you took her with you. Detective, are you here yet?
Hang on, I gotta read this again. Wong's grandmother said I'm at the store outside the condo complex and security called saying that the fire alarm was going off in the house. Security guard went over to my mother's house to check, but he couldn't open the door. She asked me to go and open it for her. I chewed her out. She knew I couldn't bring Siobhan somewhere so dangerous. I told her to go herself. But she was so stubborn. Mom said she could get to the playground and pick up Siobhan faster than she could get home, so I should rush over to her house and make sure everything was fine at her place. That she would be there soon. She said that made the most sense. She was going to wait for me with Siobhan outside the building. I went to Mom's house and the security guard was there. I opened the door for him and the place was filled with smoke. I don't know why, but she was cooking on that stove, but the pot was burnt black. The guard turned on the stove and opened the windows. But all I could think of was Siobhan, how glad I was that I didn't bring her to such a dangerous place and that the fire didn't get any worse. I ran back to the elevator. It was only a few minutes, I swear. I found Mom waiting outside for me at the building just like she promised. When I asked her where Siobhan was, she said, I thought you took her with you. Okay. this is... Yeah, okay, perfect. There we go. Now I have a key. Hooray! Yes, okay. We still don't know your name, which is strange. Okay. So we have, why didn't you report any of this to the authorities? We have a mystery one. We have, it's not your fault, Miyango. Nobody in your family is responsible for this. And then pre-entrance day attendee list. I'm gonna do this one.
Yongo.
Yeah. Again, it's easier. It's just easy.
Yeah, but what about the one that's like missing text? Aren't you
No!
curious?
Those I'm saving. I'm saving them. I'm saving them because I'm sure they have grand revelations. I want to do the things where I know what they say first. It's not your fault, Mayango. Nobody in your family is responsible for this. Jinima? Jinima? Oh, what's happening?
Now.
Your mic is dying? If you are talking, I cannot hear you.
I'm taking it out. Can you hear me now?
Oh god, yes, but there's some feedback.
Is there still feedback?
Yeah, a little bit.
How about now?
Keep talking? Hello? Jinima, hello? I think she died, everybody. Well, in that case, I will give take a beer. In that case, we'll take a little break, a little BRB. We will be back in a moment while she fixes the mic situation.
I have fixed the issue. Hopefully. What do you think, Chat? Do you think I fixed the issue? Now, something's been going on with my mic recently, and I don't know what. I just kind of unplugged and then tested in Discord because I think it's the issue of like I'm pressing against it now, against my desk. It does not like it. It might have been like that I smushed a cord by accident. Now this cord's like, you smushed me, now I hate you. Or something like that. I don't know. Luckily, I have another headset, but that's not with me at the moment, so I have to go replace it. I can't believe you're being mean to me and my smushed cord. I noticed the problem, like, I think it was Thursday because I joined call with other people and they were gonna play Among Us and could not hear me. And I was like, it sounds like, I think they described it as like soap or sponge. They described it like a sponge. And I'm like, oh, why are you howling at the moon? Thank you, Wheezy. Measy. Weezy called immediately because Moody's not behaving. Wow.
I'm back.
I don't know.
Oh, no, I didn't get water. Hang on.
Hello. Well. That is a for sure lie, considering you kept on saying earlier that there was a secret 4 ending, and there's not one to this game. Completely here, Weezy, since you came in late. We are now playing No Case Remains Unsolved, and I watched Mooney play like the last half of this game.
What are we talking about?
Morgan has not. Weezy's came in, so I explained to Weezy what
hi,
the
Weezies.
situation is, and Mooney's misbehaving.
You're not showing up
So
on my
I
phone.
watched Mooney play like the last half of this game, right? And it's because Mooney's being loud and misbehaving. So I have information with the endings of this game. Morgan has no context about this game. So
Did you say endings?
Right
Is this a
now-
multiple endings game?
So right now, Morgan said earlier for his theories, say Wong's mother isn't the bio mom, could be abuse. The
That's
person
not the
you were
order that I
talking
said
to
it, by the
is-
way. Chinamo just wrote down everything out of order of when I said it and lumped it together.
Is that not? Okay, yeah.
The thought of it being abuse and not being the biomom were two separate thoughts. They were not the same thought.
Yes, those were two separate thoughts. I just wrote them down as by accident. Oops, sorry. The other ones, right, was the person you were talking to is Se Wong. Another one was Sion isn't real, or super dead, or died as a kid and baby was kidnapped. And those are what I wrote down.
I could have just reiterated my theories, you know this, right?
Yes.
Anyway, you said endings. Is this a multiple endings game? Please answer my question.
Yes.
Okay, I see.
It is two end. Can I give the explanation actually?
Sure,
Or
I
would you
guess.
not like the explanation? Okay.
Go ahead.
It's two endings depending on you complete the game or you fully complete the game.
Okay.
That's all.
I see. Also, I'm staring slightly because I walked out and my roommate was having dinner, and I saw that he had a ramen, a Japanese soda. I'm now gaslighting myself because I don't know if that was mine or not. Because I'm like, did I have one or did I drink all of mine? Did he get that? I'm assuming he got that. But now I can't, and I looked at the fridge and there's not any in there, and so I'm staring and I'm blinking and I'm like, am I gaslighting myself? Did I have one at all? So I don't know. But now I feel like I'm going crazy. Because I'm like, did I just not have any? I thought I had some. Like,
Brains do that.
I might have just drinking mine and not got any new ones, but I don't remember. But oh well. I just wanted to show that I'm going crazy. Anyway, we're ready to continue?
But hey, you are halfway through the game now. Yes, we are ready to continue. Yeah. I think we're halfway, right?
I don't really
I
care.
think
I just
so.
want to play the game.
Yeah, that's fine. We're playing the game. But I told Auntie not to come to the playground.
I'm gonna read this again because we started from a break.
We did start from break.
It's not your fault, Miyango. Nobody in your family is responsible for this.
But I told Auntie not to come to the playground. I told her to stay away. I said I could take Siawong without her. It is my fault. I'm the one who made Auntie go away. It's just, if we're all at the playground together, we'd look like a family. And Mom would see with Siawong, call Auntie Mom. I know Mom's not really watching us from heaven. I know she was lying. But I didn't want her to be sad. It's not Auntie's fault. I'm the one who told her not to come with us.
Interesting. Fault, it's not your fault. Interesting. Interesting, that is an achievement.
Achievement.
You're so easy.
Now you have a time period on that one.
Mm-hmm.
You now have only 2 chunks for all of Myeong now.
Can't do that yet. I see your mother has contacted you. Exactly as you heard. Will you be coming to the police station together?
That man was never one for prayer. No matter how deep you dug, he said, the spade would never know the smell of the earth. He refused to pray even once as our baby lay sick in the hospital. That's why he doesn't understand.
Mm-hmm.
The prayer is the reason we've been so blessed. All he ever did was get angry that he couldn't change anything with his own abilities. You said he turned himself in? If he really did take her, maybe it was because he couldn't afford child support payments. He's been complaining since last summer about how he was having a hard time keeping up with the payment schedule. I told him this was a critical time in Sewong's life, that he had to get his act together. We may be divorced, but he's still her father. Even now. I suppose he's still trying to change things himself, without even trying to pray.
Ha. Go. This would be...
Can I say one thing?
Why?
Never mind then.
No. What reason do you need to say something?
We already had the Sewong's grandmother tag. You just never clicked on it earlier. That was
Where?
all. It's gonna be up farther up this one.
Okay. Well.
That's all.
Oh well.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore.
There's no need to say it now.
I know. That's why I said never mind. It doesn't matter. And you're like, no, why? I'm like, here you go. Here's the information.
Well, because I'm asking you why. Because I'm like, when you say that, it sounds like you're gonna tell me something that's like you're gonna tell me what to do. So I'm asking you why. Like, is it something super fucking important that I just missed and that I need to go back for really quick, or is it just because you want to try to tell me what to do next?
It was not important, and it was not telling you what to do next. The secret third thing. I'm just a silly little...
Hang on, let me read it. I'm trying to read. There, I clicked on it. Are you happy?
Yeah.
It does explain some of these now. Hang on. Exactly as my daughter said. These are definitely the grandmother then. Makes sense. Okay. Yeah, next, I'm so grateful to her. Can I read these again in the new context? Exactly as my daughter said. Did you see any suspicious individuals when you went to pick up Sawan or anything out of the ordinary? It's exactly as my daughter said. I was so sure Sawan would be at the playground. When I got there, I didn't see her, so I assumed my daughter took her along. Then my daughter came downstairs and looked at me with her eyes wide, and I thought, oh no. Yeah, okay, now it makes sense. Detective, I think you might be making a mountain out of a molehill. I don't know if my daughter told you, but Sawan goes alone to places all the time. My daughter worries easily, but mark my words, the girls always wanders back home for dinner. Please don't worry about it. I'll have a stern word with my daughter. Honestly, I can't believe she'd gone and called you like that. I'm so grateful to her. I had no idea she was keeping such a close eye on Sawan. There's something Sawan always says to me. Mommy's the saddest person in the world. She never says that when her father is around, of course. But I think I understand what she means now. Sawan genuinely thinks that way. She couldn't handle it otherwise. That's why she refuses to cry. Because then that makes her the saddest person instead of her mom. I couldn't handle it if she were the saddest person in the world, getting pity from everyone. That's probably how she sees it all. She's still so young. Children who are forced to grow up fast and end up with better control of their emotions, and that breaks my heart. That maybe not isn't you, but leave it here for now. Just for the sake of something.
Cough.
Yeah. Gee, 3 years ago, that was me. I took her away. I bet this is something. I bet. We go to the playground on weekends as a family. We have 2 playgrounds in the condo complex. Normally we alternate between them. I go along sometimes, but one of them isn't wheelchair accessible, so Hejong has to take the kids on her own. Wait, recently they've only been going to that one playground, Hejong's. I think maybe that's the grandmother. I'll keep that there for now. Just gonna... Okay. Oop. Here's one.
Yep.
Where is Sewon now? The key reason the English teacher needs funds. Sorry. Key reason English teacher needs funds. Key reason English teacher needs funds. Do you know where this one is?
I don't know where you play it, but I know what it is.
What is it, so I can find it?
You're looking for the information about payments, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Oh, the... Yes. Yes, 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 yes. There we go. Okay. Your mother's contacted was... That man never went for prayer, no matter how deep or jug, he always said, he refused to pay even once whenever he was in the hospital. He did take her, maybe it was because he couldn't afford child support payments. There we go. You're right, you're right, you're right. Okay. Let's follow this thread then. Where's someone now? Where's someone now?
She's with her family. I made sure she had something to eat for dinner before I dropped. Once I brought her to the playground where I first found her, she knew exactly how to get home. I rang the doorbell and stood at the entrance waiting for her parents. It was only a few seconds, but in that short time, I wondered again and again if I should just leave the girl there and run. Detective, I was being stupid. It was stupid to kidnap her, and I'm still being foolish now, having the feel guilty about it all. The girl's father, he pulled the girl tight into his arms and wept. I knelt in front of him to apologize. But he bowed so low I thought he... And he thanked me. He thanked me for bringing her home safe. What I did was indefensible. I will accept my punishment. I know that won't make up for the suffering I caused their family, but I'll live up the rest of my life and see her come.
There's some strangeness in the phrasing here that is making me... Okay. My thought of her being a child who was like switched at birth or kidnapped or something is getting stronger. Okay. Alright. Some of these. This thing's too long. Seem to know someone's family well. Let's try that. You seem to know someone's family well.
Myung's family, well, I've seen them since the children were little. Must have been, say, 3 or 4 years now. When they first moved in, I was sure Myung was close to finishing elementary. She's tall for her age, and he's very quiet, that one. His mother was picking out supplies for younger kids, so I showed her the shelves older children might like. She laughed and said he gets that a lot. Myung is mature beyond his years. I don't mean his looks. It's normal for kids his age to only think of themselves, but he's always hanging back and letting his sister spend all his pocket money.
Okay. Leave that for now. Let's do that. Let's finally get this stupid name.
Tall name or playground.
What?
No, I was just reading off of the words.
Oh, okay.
No, you needed for it.
I don't retain that.
I know, but I retain it, so I can remember.
Do you think Mr. Kim Gang-seok is the culprit?
I don't know. Do you really suspect him, Detective? Even if he were in financial trouble, I don't think he would stoop that low. Instead, he'd... Detective, I'm not trying to defend Gang Seok. I'm only telling you what I saw. That there was a woman skulking about that playground, always hanging back. I thought she was suspicious because I kept running into her when I went around looking for Sewong. She was in her 30s or early 40s, a little on the tall side, maybe around 10 centimeters taller than me. She was always looking at the playground from afar. Always behind the wall behind the flower bed. You wouldn't see her unless you were looking.
Behind the wall, behind the flower bed.
But she could probably keep an eye on the kids at the playground if she really craned her neck. I saw her there, standing on her toes, trying to look over. By the way, Detective, what was the name of that girl Jian Sok confessed to taking?
This was my conversation with Soan's mother, right?
Probably.
I don't understand. She acts as if she knows the man who turned himself in, and asks about her kidnapped daughter as if she's a stranger. It's frightening. Was she having a dissociative episode?
Ma'am, do you remember the things that made you stand on your toes?
What does that have to do with anything?
In my case, I only really stood on my toes for one reason. Affection. To keep my eyes on something or someone that I really cared about. Ma'am, you were on the force for nearly 30 years. This is the only case you left unsolved. Remember how you closed that file and placed it on the cabinet? Were you standing on your toes?
Let's get that.
We have a name now for the ex-English teacher.
I have a name for the ex-English teacher. I don't think this was the mom talking. I don't know if it is. Well, I guess it is. Okay. But the person watching would have been, Yijong from the picture.
Yeah.
I bet they're siblings. I bet they're secretly siblings or something. What's my thought? Jung's location when Suwon vanished.
playground or silence?
We know you weren't at the playground. I understand that you didn't want to cause Miongo any more guilt, but you should have known better.
How did you know? I told him he didn't need to say anything. He knows he doesn't have to tell you. It wasn't his fault Taewong is missing. It wasn't your fault, Myanko. I should have been watching you, even if you didn't want me close by. That's why I told him. I made sure he knew that I was the one who lied, not him.
I see. Interesting. Okay. Who were you on the phone with on the afternoon of February 3rd? Who were you on the phone with on the afternoon of February 3rd?
Well, our office isn't exactly well staffed, so I'm the one doing most of the phone duty. Hyung, on the afternoon of the 3rd? Employees complain if we check in too often, so we don't usually do that, and there's not much to call about in the afternoon. Wait a second. I see. I did call, but it wasn't for anything special. There's going to be what was it now? A Best Caregiver Award ceremony in a few days. So we asked if she could make it. Like, we have more than 100 caregivers working with us, but no one wanted to show. I think that was the gist of the call. I kind of regretted calling her. I mean, she's not the type to do that kind of company spirit event. You've talked to her, right? Can't even have a nice long chat. She's always cutting calls short, something about being too busy with the kids. Has she even come into the office recently? So what's all this about? I mean, as long as she's doing her job, right? But a police visit? Really? She's not exactly a slacker. What's going on here?
View here. Yeah. Probably someone else, but we'll figure that out. Certificate of family the day someone disappeared. Gotcha. Let's see.
February 5th, question mark?
Yes. Though it's weird because I've had this one for a while. Well, I guess because I only actually solidified it recently. Okay, so yeah, February 5th, 12. Or do I have to do this? Oh no. Does it have to be in, What order does it have to be in? Or is
Try
this
0205?
0205? no, these are gonna be really annoying. Oh, 203. Uh-oh. Interesting. So she called like 2 days after she disappeared then.
Check Myung's, what's it called? Check Myung's history. Does Myung also talk to you?
He talked to me on the 3rd.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's just young.
Okay.
Interesting. But she didn't. The
Interesting.
detective, do you remember me? I came to talk to you. Detective, I'm scared. Please hurry. She's gone. Someone's gone. She's at the playground. That was on the 5th.
Interesting. Jung Deong, date of birth, September 15th, 1972, male. Spouse, Sung Woo-young, date of birth, December 25th, 1970.
That's what's his face.
Married, March 5th, 2002. Death, September 1st, 2009. Child, Choi Myung, date of birth, January 3rd, 2001, male. Child, Choi Seo-wong, date of birth, August 1st, 2000, female. Certificate issued February 4th, 2000. Gyeongwon City Hall. Gyeongwon City Hall, yeah.
Interesting. But for some reason it's claiming that this is not in the right order. But it should be because it's... Interesting. Okay. Another one. Blonde's mother's birthday. Uh-oh. Earlier, we're confirming that her mother is not... This is not Salon's mother, this is... Well, I guess if I said I was gonna lock any lock, I guess we're gonna do it.
December 25th, 12:25.
Yeah, I know, I'm looking. Interesting. That certainly gives some credence
Caregiver,
to
death,
my
or
theories.
hospital.
I'm not doing that yet.
Okay.
Because it's secret, it's redacted, and I must do the redacted last. Also, is the chat? Has anyone been talking in the chat? I need to check this because I'm worried my phone's bugged out.
Last thing that said was that Mooney said it's not long. Don't worry.
Okay, just
I'm
making
looking
sure.
at it.
Okay, well, yeah, I was just making sure because I think like Wheezy talking was cut off by my phone, so I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing some people's
Hey,
conversation.
Weezy. Weezy
Hi,
said
Wheezy, I
hello.
love you.
Mooney, stop lying. Mooney said we have been talking.
Mooney gaslighting me. Do you see the boy when you went to the playground to find someone?
Stationary store playground. About crabs? Yeah, Mooney, be nice.
Yeah, Wheezy said be nice, Mooney. Did you happen to see this boy when you went to the playground to find Sawan?
You know that playground near the stationery store, right? I saw that boy a few days ago. He went from the playground straight to the store. I remember wondering why Seo-won was sticking so close to that boy. Why do you ask, Detective? Does the boy have something to do with the case? Who is that man?
That's probably the grandmother. Because you happen to see this boy when you went to the playground to find Sawan.
Mooney, step blank.
Mooney's been talking in their mind palace.
Mooney's been pretending to be nice.
This is interesting, though, because this does confirm that Sawan's biological mother is dead, has been dead, and is also Miongo's mother, but for some reason her actual mother is listed as this lady.
Mooney says, what crab do you enjoy? I enjoy the constellation crab. Not to eat, but to be my friend.
I like eating snow crab. Imitation crab, technically, but that's okay. I mean, if you enjoy it as a favorite crab, I mean, oh, what's it called? You know, when I was sharing a bunch of crabs, there's one in there I remember, and I'm like, I think this is my new favorite crab. It's like that one that folds up so perfectly and is like so perfectly shaped when it folds up. I think those are really silly. Though I could easily say the box crabs or the, you know, the little square ones, but like, I don't know. That one I found that where it just folds up so neat and tidy is really funny.
I think the crab that's like just like a little, that's like in Pirates of the Caribbean is a fun crab.
That would be the ghost crabs. I'm sorry, not box crabs. The ghost crabs. Those would be what those are. Which is
Rocks.
accurate. Why
They
they
just
use
look
them.
like rocks.
Yeah. City Hall, you said.
That's right, Chief. How are you? I'm from the Hwamyong City Hall Administrative Office. It's that time of year. 4 kids slated to start school. Show up to pre-infants day. I'm just calling for your cooperation. We spoke with all their families over the phone. They all said they were on vacations overseas or busy with other things, that sort of thing. I mean, elementary school classes haven't even started yet, so I'm going to report that everything looks fine. But we do have to make sure the paperwork is all there. We're working on the police assistant request forms right now. They say that local police stations dispatch personnel to all the absentees' households for welfare checkups at the school board's request. Imagine that, Chief. It's like a free bonus. And our compensation for external personnel requisition is pretty solid if you ask me. Once you get the forms, send us your personal roster with their direct deposit information attached, and we'll take care of things on this end.
Interesting. Still nothing? Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. How fascinating. Okay. There's special meaning to Sawan's name. Let's try that.
Name and hospital.
Is there a special meaning to Sawan's name?
Siwon was born at 23 weeks. She weighed less than 700 grams. Her mother had just come out of the C-section and was about to be transferred to the ICU with the baby, but the nurse called for me. It was only for a few seconds, but she let me see Siwon. Siwon reminded me of Thumbelina, a fragile, precious little princess nestled in a bright red flower. She was so light I could barely feel her in my arms. I was scared she might float away if I so much breathed in her directions. The nurse told me to have a look, but I didn't know how. I could barely see through my tears. I couldn't even get a proper look at my precious baby girl. And then, the first thing I did after that confusing meeting, I registered her birth. I sprinted straight from the hospital to the City Hall registration desk. I didn't stop to catch my breath. Then I wrote down her name, So Wong. That's Xiao for rhinoceros and Wan for origin. It's an unusual name, I know. At the time, I was thinking of that old saying about marching forward like the lone horn of the rhino. I thought of that strength. I put all my weight into each stroke of the pen, every last one, hoping that the fragile piece of paper might help her somehow, that I might help root her to life, like a powerful anchor that kept her moored to us.
Hospital.
So,
You received the notice from the school board, correct? It says that our files that she didn't attend pre-entrance day. I'm just here to check in and make sure everything's alright. The world's a dangerous place these days. I've been told that City Hall personnel have spoken with Sawan's grandmother already, but I just wanted to be sure. Is Sawan alright?
of course she is, Detective. You must have your hands full checking up on every absence in the district. You'll see when she wakes up. So Wong's healthy as a horse now. She'll have no trouble going to. All that time in the hospital was tough on her, but she's grown up so strong. I'm so proud of her. Song's been no end of trouble since I was pregnant with her. I think she takes after her father. She was born premature. The doctor scared us every time we went in for a checkup about how one thing could go wrong and then something else, and on and on. I don't remember how many waivers and consent forms I had to sign. But I always knew she'd be alright. How those little hands were going to get bigger and stronger one day. No need to worry, I'm taking very good care of her. Sewong's father and I are no longer together, but my mother and I are doing our best to give her everything she needs. And I'll make sure she comes out to the first day of school. Thank you for checking in. I think the rice is ready. Would you like to join us for food, Detective?
I gotta drag this one all the way up.
There you go. Connections.
How interesting. So, on February 3rd, she disappeared at exactly 3:33 in the afternoon. She disappeared 3 hours ago. So she disappeared on February 3rd, but her mother on February 4th expressed that everything was perfectly fine and that she was great. Look at her, she's sleeping on the couch right there. And it was only on February 5th that she report her missing. This is why I'm beginning to wonder if there's a situation of two Sewans, perhaps. And I'm wondering, because again, this woman, Sawan's mother, is not the person on the death certificate, unless she is and she's registered as dead, but that's not true. I have another key. Why didn't you report any of this to the authorities? Redacted. Let's do this one. We still have one more person we haven't found yet. Damn it. Okay. Can't do that one. This one ever found her like this before.
Gone alone, hospital, or playground.
Has someone ever wandered off alone before?
Is that really possible? Detective, I think it might be my fault she's gone. I was in the hospital for a long time after I had Sewall. I couldn't care for her because I was bedridden. But since we both spend so much time looking up at the hospital ceiling, I thought I might be able to understand her better. Now, though, I'm not so sure. Do you think she resents me? Is that why she won't call me Mom? Is that why she's always so hard to find? I have to scour all the playgrounds to find her.
Interesting. Really suspect him. That man was never one for... Interesting. Putting you over here for now. Discover. Oh, there's totally some kind of hospital mix-up, kidnapping, reverse mother situation happening here. Interesting.
Gone alone and playground. Morgan says that Mooney loves me. Mooney says that Mooney loves me.
Where?
Mooney texted me that.
Okay. Does Sawana have any favorite places near the playground? Somewhere she might have wandered off to on her own? Aha! That explains so much. That has put together so many pieces right now. Anyway.
Yeah, this guy in wheelchair.
Yep.
Leave me alone. I read it and then I transported the words. I forgot to fix the other words, okay? Leave me alone, okay? Mooney's telling me I failed now. Anyway,
yeah. You did get him a little backwards.
Got him a little backwards. Because what it directly said was that, tell Morgan that I love you. I'm like, okay, great. Okay, so tell Morgan that Mooney loves me. Got it. So I was like, Morgan says that Mooney loves me.
Read the dialogue. I just made an important connection and I need to get through this so I can rearrange a bunch of shit.
Cough, cough. Wandered off. She didn't stroll away somewhere. She's been kidnapped. All possibilities are on the table. As if. Get off your chairs and do something. We're running out of time here. Mobilize the force. Get those cruisers on the streets. Anything. Tick-tock, detective. Who knows what they're doing to her? And you're sitting here asking where she's gone on her own? Darn it. Darn it. I'm sorry, detective. I know you're doing everything you can.
This recontextualizes a bunch of one picture, because now I actually properly know what he looks like.
You now know what he looks like in the art. That is correct.
I'm beginning to think.
Now you know he's in a wheelchair.
Here we go.
Ta-da!
Now I'm like, it just explains a lot more to have that context, because I was wondering who's the one in the wheelchair that was saying that, but now that I have that helps make a lot more sense. Anyway. Okay. Claims to be the
Surrender, liar, police.
He claims to be the culprit behind the disappearance. Sawan's father has surrendered himself to us.
No, detective, you can't. Don't believe a word of what he says. I'll be at the station immediately. Everything he says is a lie. It was me. I made him do it. It's all my fault. I'll be right there, detective. Don't you listen to anything he tells you. It's all my responsibility.
Well, that also recontextualizes some things. Nope, that's the wrong one. Hang on. You need to go here, and then you to go here. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. It's all coming together.
It's all coming together now. Young.
Oh, there we go.
Did a Dairy Hana employee blank.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
Can you click on Dairy Hana employee? I don't think you can,
No.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already tried.
Okay.
Definitely reaching the point of limited options. You did estimate that you spoke
Yeah.
on the phone with the city employee and told them so on couldn't attend pre-entrance day first.
Phone call, school, and time.
We received testimony that you spoke on the phone with a city hall employee and told them Sowan couldn't attend pre-entrance day for personal reasons. Do you live with your daughter?
The pre-entrance day? What was it my daughter said now? A slight cold, I think. Yes. Yeah, I remember now. I knew it was pre-entrance day, so I asked my daughter later. Went. I don't live with her, of course, but I'm in the area and I drop in from time to time. It's just... I don't want her to leave her alone for too long, spending all her time wallowing in misery. I do remember that I was visiting a few days ago when that city hall employee called. He asked me the same thing you did, detective. So I think I said she was doing well, that I was taking perfect care of my granddaughter. Detective, this is ridiculous. It was just one missed pre-entrance day at school. What are you interrogating me for?
Perfect. That was the day right before.
Right after, you mean?
No, this conversation happened right before this one.
Oh, okay, that's what you're talking about, sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
How does Miyungo feel? Must have been a big change for him.
Your station searched the park in the neighborhood, right, detectives? The one with the pond? The weeping willow trees by the water, they're lonely to look at. I took a stroll there last year with Myungo and Hyung, and the trees reminded me of Myungo. He looks like he's at the mercy of the world sometimes, but the truth is, he's the most unyielding boy you'll ever meet. For children, and adults too, I suppose. A death in the family is apparently like experiencing your universe collapse. Rebuilding from those ruins was a time-consuming journey. But I think Myungko's managed quite well in his own right. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's something he always carries around. Never leaves home without it.
I'll live it again later. Is your son still there?
Silent
Is it-
like
Was your son still there? I was under the impression that both children were at the playground.
Myungo said he was with Sewang the whole time, but that he had no idea where she'd gone. So I scolded him, "You're not making any sense." I was so desperate that I was too harsh with him. Even though it's my fault Sewang disappeared, I failed them both. Please don't ask Myungo for information. He won't tell you anything.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Interesting. So, alright.
Hello, Spooter Cookie. Welcome in.
Hello, Spooter
We're
Cookie.
playing
Welcome.
No Case Remains Unsolved.
Is Sawan alright?
She said she had a great time in Auntie, and that when she said she missed me, she was brought straight back home. I'm sorry I didn't contact you sooner. I knew you were out there searching, but I was too caught up in the moment. I didn't ask any questions. All I knew was that my daughter was gone for 3 days, but now she's back. She was back. And I know this sounds strange, but all I could say was thank you over and over again. I could bow 100 times over and it wouldn't be enough. Suwong's back, completely unharmed. And that's good enough for me. Detective, Suwong is... well, she's been hurt in the past. And I can only blame myself for adding in another card. Tell me, does that man surrender to the police? What are you thinking about?
Because it's all coming together in my mind. So
Okay.
I'm gonna get...
Okay.
Because.
Okay.
So there are two situations where Swan disappeared. She disappeared on February 3rd, and apparently she disappeared on February 5th. And both situations, she disappeared at a park of some kind. Yep, because both the grandmother... Okay, I have to get up on my feet, and I have to just take a minute before I continue, because I think I know what's happening. So, both Sewon's mother, quote unquote, and her mother, the grandmother, both of them say that Sewon disappeared on the 5th. Both of them corroborate that. For a majority of this, the father, Hejong, Myeongo, all of them say that she disappeared on the 3rd from a park, which is very strange. During this period, however, on the 4th, when we go to Sewon, Sewon's mother, my daughter's taking a nap. Here is whenever she tells us that no, Sewon's perfectly fine. See, she's on the couch. Look, she's sleeping under the blanket or whatever. There is the potentiality that she's not there at all, and that it's somebody else entirely. But I have to wonder, because I look at this and I go over here and look at this record here that claims that Myeongo and Sewon are biological siblings. They're not half siblings. They had the same mother who died like 5 years after Sewon was born. This also corroborates with this being the dad and talking about how he takes her to the park or something. Usually they go with Kyung, who they talk about going with, and all that kind of thing. However, I've been perplexed this whole time. I've been like racking my brain a little bit, because when Sewon's talking about needing child support and talking about her, her bitch ass ex-husband, her useless ex-husband.
Yeah.
And some of the questions and unlocks I've had to do relate to Kim and not they relate to Gangsuk and not Donghyun, which is strange because that's Sewon's father and that's Sewon's mother, so surely they're the people who are the exes. Yes, that would be the thing that makes sense, right? And now I'm beginning to think that that's not the case. Because it's like, oh, he needed the money for the child support and whatnot and whatever. And a lot of this seems to be confirming that some of that is correct in some way, of how, like, yes, I did it because I needed the money. Yeah, I need to do that, etc., etc. And then he talks about how I brought her back, and her family was so excited, was so relieved to see her, and etc., etc. And and I'm reading it, and then it talks about here how, is Sewon all right? She said she had a great time at her auntie's house, and that when she said she missed me, she was brought straight back home. I'm sorry I didn't contact you sooner. I knew you were out there searching, but I was too caught up in the moment. Didn't ask any questions. All I knew that my daughter was gone for 3 days, but now she's back, which would, in many ways, we don't know what the date of this is yet, but if she went on this thing on the 3rd, we could assume that maybe these are from the 6th, potentially, or even the 5th, possibly. Actually, let me go confirm. Yeah, But like, well, I guess it could be 3 because third. Well, yeah, could still be counted as 3 days, just the way that they're saying it. But because he said on the 5th that she's with her family, and then she had something to eat before dinner, and before I dropped her off. Once I brought her to the playground where I first found her, she knew exactly how to get home. And what I'm thinking is happening is that this is the story of 2 Sawans and 2 families. That not all of these characters are related or even know who they are. I think that it's been misleading saying Sawan's father and Sawan's mother to where you think that they're the same person, that they're talking about each other, and that they're both the equivalent parents. I don't think that's the case. I think Dongyan is her actual father. It's like, actually had him, the wife who died, etc., etc. For whatever reason, and I'm sure, because we were also talking about all the records of like, well, Sawan was registered for school, but she didn't show up at the day and all of that kind of thing. And oh, well, she had a cold, all of this, etc., etc. And then also reading of like what it is for the grandmother, because it's been confirmed and locked in that this is canonical and this is canonical. This is what she said. This is canonically from the grandmother. And I think claims to be the culprit behind the disappearance. Sawan's father has surrendered himself to us. And that's what's strange. It says Sawan's father has surrendered himself to us, but Sawan's father is listed as Zhuanggan and not the ex-English teacher. So you can't don't believe a word of what he says. He'll be, I'll be at the station immediately. Everything he says is a lie. It was me. I made him do it. It's all my fault. I'll be there, detective. Don't you listen to anything he tells you. It's all my responsibility. And then when we asked detective, the truth is she's dead. Sawan is dead. She's been dead all this time. I think that for whatever reason, Sawan's mother, this unnamed woman who is still continuing to be unnamed, had a daughter, perhaps also named Sawan, perhaps not. I don't know. But she had a daughter, and because they even talk about it too, they make a point during this conversation down here, how it sounds like she's talking about the father as if like she doesn't even know him. She's talking about like her own daughter as if like, where is it? This one somewhere down here. She's talking about like her daughter as if she's a stranger, etc., etc. Like, what was the name of that girl Gunsaku confessed to taking? I'm wondering if there's been 2 kidnappings, 2 separate kidnappings of where Swan was originally kidnapped from her brother, her father, and her whatever relationship Hyejong has to the family, which I feel like is about to be very complicated, and spice everything up a little bit. But she was kidnapped from them, from a playground. And while out and away, she was there for a few days at her mother's house, supposedly. They were registering for school. Whatever this was possibly premeditated, potentially. Because I think... Yeah, but like, and then she's been kidnapped back. Gangsuk was either hired or paid by somebody to essentially kidnap her back and bring her back to her actual family. Or alternatively, vice versa. He was actually the one who kidnapped her the first time and then felt guilt and then brought her back. But regardless, brought her back to the playground. She went home, so now she's okay. And she's fine, but there's this strangeness about why did any of this happen and what's going on with all of that. What I'm saying is, my thing boils down to all of this rambling, all of this nonsense boils down to I think that these 2 characters, Swan's mother and Swan's father, are not actually related to each other in any way. They don't know each other. And that Swan either looks like or just, for whatever reason, was kidnapped because of some kind of delusion, some kind of something, and was kidnapped back. Like, and they talk about these 2 playgrounds, so I'm beginning to think that the playground that she got taken from And then the one that she got taken from the second time are like those two separate playgrounds they were mentioning or talking about. But I guess we're going to figure out when we get there. Enough rambling because I'm tired. But point is,
Okay.
it's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
The point is it's all coming together. I can feel it that I am understanding the pictures coming into play. Just hearing
you feel
him.
It in your fingers. You feel it in your toes.
Maybe except for adding another wound to her young heart. And maybe she was kidnapped as well. Maybe she was also, there was a hospital switcheroo. You know, she was taken when she was little, in the hospital. Oh, there we go. Finally, give me this one. When did Sawan's mother leave you? Yeah, because then it helps with my confusion of why the father's design didn't match that one, because it's all coming together. It's all coming together. It's coming. I got it. Anyway, continue.
We've been divorced for about 5 to 6 years. I'm a monster, aren't I? Abandoning my wife when she needed me most. But at the time, I thought it was all for the best. That we reached our limit, that we'd only hurt each other if we kept on living like this. That's what I told myself. When our eyes met, I had to face the emptiness inside. Excruciating. Because I knew that void could never be filled. If only we could have cried it out together and kept each other going. But we struggled to help each other, making no progress at all. And one day, we realized that it hurt more to deal with our pain together than alone. So we chose to go our separate ways. That was our decision. To run from our wounds instead of confronting them. To let the blade drop on the guillotine.
The divorce came. Yes, indeed. Apparently so. Alright, explain to me how you took Sawan.
I was a junior high school English teacher all my career, ever since I finished teacher's college and military service. But after the divorce, I quit my job at the school and started tutoring and doing cram school gigs. And well, my income isn't particularly stable. I need the money. I'm sorry. I went to the playground intending to kidnap any child who seemed to be alone. I was there for more than 30 minutes and saw a little girl playing by herself for a long time. So I lied to her. But once I brought her with me, I got scared. I didn't know how I would even ask her parents for her. And that's how it was. I was afraid and decided to stop. Nothing more.
Right. Interesting.
Larry's excused awful effing
Well,
but yeah, Lettuce, we're playing No Case.
You're a little late. There's some complicated shit going on here.
I'm not allowed to explain anything because I might.
Because I am supposed to. I'm figuring it out on my own.
Yeah, I meant like what happened in the context for letters. That's what I meant by can't explain things.
Yeah, essentially to try to give a short version because I don't want to go through the whole explanation again. Essentially, we're researching the disappearance of this girl named Sawan, who vanished on 2 different days, apparently. Because on one hand, there are multiple characters here who are saying that she disappeared on February 3rd. However, there's a couple other characters who are saying that she disappeared on February 5th. Which is why I personally believe that there's 2 salons, and that this is the case of possibly a switch, like of a trying to replace a daughter, or a switcheroo of some kind, whatever. It's a lot going on, but we'll catch up. We're gonna get there. We're getting very close to some of these. We're very close to the end. I can feel it. I don't want to do that yet.
We are very close to the end.
I told you there's no need to lie.
No, there's not a crab war secret ending.
There's not. This dead child, and that child gets returned to the parents, kidnapping squared. Exactly! Like, literally, I think that's what happened. I think that they kidnapped a child, and then she got kidnapped back and returned by the guy who kidnapped her originally out of remorse. What if I told you there's no need for lying now? What if your lie is the bad kind? The kind that's only going to hurt Auntie and so on?
Why is not saying anything a lie? If I tell you, if I say what really happened, then Auntie sounds like the bad guy. She's a good person. It's my fault, not Auntie's. It's all my fault.
Not your fault. You're a fucking child. You're a 5th grader. God, you're so easy to work with, Myango. Is that all of his? It's like all of his right now in order. At least the ones I know of.
All one.
Well, we have more to release. We have the redacted one. I can't do the redacted one. I have to keep stalling. Why didn't you report any of this to the authorities?
Crying timer name.
Why didn't you report any of this to the authorities?
She was with us exactly 108 days. That's the time someone lived and breathed with us.
There are 2 swans. One of them's dead. I fucking knew it.
If only. If only I could have held her at least once. Kissed those little cheeks. Or at least if only I'd been able to hear her cry. Then maybe I would have been able to accept it. Wong's mother still had milk for a baby who was gone. The crib was still so warm, and it never seemed to get colder. So how could I possibly file that report? Looking back, it was her name. Her name was the problem. It's my fault for coming up with that name. I can't tell you how much I regret it. Instead of giving her strength, that name marched her forward all alone like the rhino swarm straight past us. Like a gust of wind. She'd slipped through her fingers, attached to nothing in the world at all.
In the hospital for a long time after I had care for children. The hospital ceiling. To move this. Yes. All coming together. All coming together.
All coming together, slowly but surely. They're getting the pieces.
Okay. What's the other? You go here. Yeah, I think I'm right. I think I fucking... There we go. Excellent. Okay, it's all coming together. All coming together.
All coming together.
Divorce from... Yes. All coming together. Okay. Comes before this. When's the last time you saw someone?
Divorce and phone call.
When was the last time you saw someone's father? Do you call him often?
What's that man gotta do with Sewon going missing? We cut off all contact years ago. So never him walking out after what happened to the girl. Detective, what I mean is, Sewon was always sickly, but that man divorced my daughter, leaving her to care for that poor baby alone. But well, he's not the sort of man who'd take her away from under her mother's nose. Please, it's nothing serious, Detective, really.
Move you over here. There we go. It's all coming.
It's all coming together.
10. I saw that boy a few years ago. He went straight from the playground straight to the store. I remember when I saw him, I was sticking close to that boy. Why do you ask detectives that boy is grateful to her? I had no idea why she was... Can I unlock any of the other not redacted ones? Have I finally reached the point where I have to do the redacteds? Aha! There's one more.
You needed birthday or home? Or guest name. That's a name. Never mind.
Yeah, that certainly does say name. Yeah,
Agreed.
dead baby. Pre-entrance day. Oh, that's you.
Dead baby. Pre-entrance day absentee list. Number of absentees, 4. List of absentees by name. Date of birth. Seo Young, date of birth 2005, January 2nd, 2005. Kim Byung, August 17th, 2004. Hwang In Chil, June 25th, 2004. Kim Si Wong,
Her last
April
name's
3rd,
not
2004.
Kim, and she also wasn't born on that day. That's a different Swan. All come together. How can I still collect keys? I guess because there's maybe something I haven't seen yet. Okay, anyway, Any other ones? I can't do that one. Can't do that. Okay. Let's unlock this one. Actually, what is this? Can do that, can't I?
What about the other two?
What?
There's two blue at the side.
They're redacted. I don't want to look at them yet.
Oh, they're both redacted? Okay.
Anyway,
Sorry, I was just looking to see which ones aren't redacted yet.
But I have his birthday.
No, it's asking for... It was
Hyojong's. I'm sorry. Yes, Hyojong's birthday.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's at the very bottom.
Alright, let's unlock this.
Okay.
What do you mean at the very bottom? No, that one, not...
Yeah, the purple one. I know, is that purple?
Fine, we'll do the purple one. Okay, we'll not do the redacted then. No redacted.
You didn't want to do it redacted. You didn't want to do it redacted.
You want to do it redacted. So the day Swan died.
Yeah,
anyway. We're doing the death date now. Huzzah! She said 108 days from when she was born. So, oh god, I have to do math. 108, oh god, what's 108 days from fucking, June 3rd?
I'm pulling up a calendar.
Yes, please. Help me. Save me, G.
Okay.
108 days.
That's January, March.
So much math, because that's not a whole year. It's probably about 3 or 4 months.
July 20th.
July 20th? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, I need that 0! God damn it. I hate these. July 20th. Why did you turn yourself in? Why did you turn yourself in? Mr. Kim Kingsuk, even the victim's family hasn't reported you. This isn't just about taking the fall for Miss Song Myung, is it? Oh, that's her name.
I heard she reported Sewong missing. When Myung's mother told me, I was worried for Myung. But at the same time, I was a little glad. After we got divorced, she was in therapy for a long time. We should have gotten help back when she began to think Sewong was alive but missing. Now, as soon as Sewong passed away, Myung was finally discharged from the hospital on Sewong's birthday. We went to visit her grave together, and she ran her hand over the grave. Her eyes were empty. There was no hope. Myung is still chained to that day, circling round and round that moment forever. I started to think that she had given up completely. She was utterly spent. There was no drive left in her eyes. I began to doubt she would ever recover. I think that's why I was relieved to hear that she set out to find Sewong. Because now she at least had something to live for. Something that was to sustain her and keep her alive. Maybe she knew that too, deep down. Maybe that's why she reported Sewong missing. Maybe she thought Sewong was better missing and alive than dead. That's the missing persons report would anchor her to this world, just like I hoped with her birth certificate. She was grasping for a lifeline, just like me. I know, this sounds ridiculous, but this is the whole reason I'm here, Detective. I want to make a request. Could you please mark this missing person's case as unsolved? Please. Please let Sewong live. Let her live forever somewhere far, far.
I see. So keep her completely out of her mother's reaches because they don't want her to give up on that. see. Can't do that. Alright. I guess let's do one of... Or this one's also redacted, yeah. Well, let's punch in this number.
Okay.
The day someone's mother was discharged. I'm assuming either the February 5th or February 4th.
Why either of those days?
Because that's the day he came and turned himself in.
No.
Oh, from the hospital?
Yeah, discharged from the hospital.
Oh, I thought they meant from whatever. It's fine. Good day. Oh, let's also take this so we can finally get her name.
Song Myung.
What day was she discharged? I don't fucking know.
Kim Ga-eung says it in that last part there. You just passed it.
On someone's birthday. Okay. I see. 4-3. There we go. Yeah, it is sad.
Yeah.
Let's do this one. This isn't your fault, as much as it isn't Mayongo's fault. Ah, I almost forgot to congratulate you. Happy birthday, Miss Shin. Oh, that was a piano. Okay. Today is your birthday, correct? I know this may not be the best time, but I think you should know. I paid a visit to the stationery store Mayongo goes to for someone's candy, and I spotted this. Apparently, Mayongo picked up someone's usual candy and a birthday card. The owner said that he took a long time trying to decide which to get. I wonder why he'd get a birthday card of all things. But now I understand.
Thank you. I always thought Myung-ko hated me. I wasn't trying to take his mother's place, but I assume that's what he thought.
You're a stepmom.
How could I be so stupid? I should have known better, knowing how badly he'd been hurt. Detective? What happened to Sae Wong's mother now?
Well, that means your birthday is... Oh, well, I guess I wouldn't know, would I? Because I don't know what's not good. That's okay. Brute force.
Don't brute force it. There's other things you can solve, Morgan.
When I could...
Morgan, no, please don't brute force it. There's other things you can solve.
Why?
Because there's other things you can solve.
But I don't want to.
Also, I don't know if the game will
one.
even... I also don't even know if the game will
Well, it's definitely not. Oh, there we go. Why can't I not just get it? It's gonna be one of the same few dates. It's not gonna be a crazy revelation.
But also, I don't like when people brute force puzzles because...
What do you have no place to fucking say that.
I do. What point are you talking about? Me brute force
I
puzzles?
watch you play
What
all
did I
the
ever
games all the
say?
time where instead of just following the game and letting it take you places, you have to explore every corner before moving on, even if we tell you that, like, hey, they'll just give you this information somewhere else.
Yeah, that's not brute forcing, though.
I don't care. I'm playing this game however the fuck I want.
Yeah,
It's literally not, it's not like I'm just, okay, it would be different if it was like, oh, I don't care. I'm just gonna click through every fucking number until I get it instead of playing the actual game. In this situation, I know by playing the game that all of these conversations happened between February 3rd and like, or potentially February 2nd to like February 5th or 6th. So that's not me just clicking random numbers and getting through it because I don't want to play the game. That is because I'm like, I don't know what order these things go in, so in favor of me not doing all the secret stuff first, I want to do this one, and so I know just through my observation skills what the answer to this question might be. If I did those numbers and it didn't do anything, I would have moved on. I promise.
Okay, that's fine.
It's not, I'm not cheating.
I was not brute forcing. Excuse you.
Sometimes there's times you should brute force things, because then you would have a less difficult time.
Have you considered?
No, I'm gonna play this game however I want to.
Oh, that's okay.
Silence is a heavy burden for a 5th grader, but Miyongo refused to give in. So I investigated everyone I could. Residents, passerbys, local businesses, everyone. There's a little indent in the wall behind the flower beds. You can see the playground from there, but not the other way around, at least for the children playing there. That's where you were hiding, wasn't it? To watch over them from afar?
When I went to the playground, I would hear the other mothers gossip about me and the children. Miyako would have heard it too. I understand why people would get the wrong idea. So Wong calls me mommy. So it didn't hurt if Miyako hated me. I can only imagine how he felt whenever his sister called him that. A few weeks ago, Miyako told me to stay away from him, so I just wandered around for what seems like forever in that spot. Miyako, I know he must hate the fact that I exist, but I may not be his mother, but still. I promised Wong Young that I would take care of them both. And now look what's happened. I only looked away for a second. I only took a second to rest because I've been standing on my toes the whole time.
Since the kids were... Must be their, like, actual auntie, maybe. Potentially. Okay. Only redacted ones left, except for this one. But I can't do this one yet. So... let's do this one.
Okay, I'll be right back first.
Do you want me to wait?
Yes, please.
Okay, I will wait. Single tower. That's going through 4 options. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm not, like, breaking the game. Not like it's not even one of the secret information. It's just fucking... It's it's a pretty simple question for information that is not like I don't think revealing what date her birthday is was gonna be like a crazy revolutionary reveal. How's everybody doing tonight? How's everyone chilling? There's only a few options. You think you'd be trying them out when it isn't brute forcing it. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have said brute force, I guess. I should have just said I could figure it out. I only brute force if I'm in an extremely desperate situation where I'm frustrated and I can't figure it out the normal way. This wasn't the... Like, I mean, this wasn't frustrating. I was just like, oh, well, I could probably guess this. Like, this would not be that difficult. At least in my opinion. In my personal opinion.
I'm back.
Are you back? You've
Hello.
returned to me?
Yes, I'm returned.
Away. All right. You ready?
I mean, technically, that does count as brute forcing. Sorry.
No, it doesn't.
I love you.
It's an educated guess.
It's brute forcing.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Anyway. It's brute forcing. Just
I'm going to do this one.
Okay.
How old was Sewon when Miss Shin Hye-jung first came to take care of her?
I first met Hyungjo when Seong was 4. That was a few years ago. When my wife died of illness, I was despondent. Didn't know how I'd raise the kids. But Hyungjong was there to support us. They're called caregivers instead of nannies these days, aren't they? Hyungjong was my children's caregiver. She's been coming in to look after the kids ever since my wife was hospitalized. She befriended them instantly.
I understand.
I don't know how we could have coped without her. Sewong even calls her mom and treats her like one too. I could never thank her enough. But now, I'm starting to think I relied on... I mean, she's not exactly family, is she?
It's her job. Let her do her job. I'll play puzzle game and refuse to puzzle it. Do it, Letters.
That's also brute forcing. Like there are
No, that's what Letters is saying. I'll show you brute forcing. I'll play a puzzle game and refuse to puzzle it.
Both of those count as brute forcing. There's just one that's a lot less bad than the other, okay?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm gonna kill you.
Right.
Because I tell you that I want to play the game, and then you don't let me play the game. That's called backseat gaming.
I love you. I'm doing my best, okay?
I'll fight you.
I was very good.
You've been very, very good, thank you. But also, I'll fight you.
You're very close.
I am very close. I literally only have like 3 left.
I know, there's like... But it tells you how many of them you found, and you're still missing one that you haven't found yet, which is my confusion.
That's fine, we're together. Caregiver
I know, we're
certificate of
together.
employment. Caregiver Shin Hye-jung. Date of birth February 6th, 1976. Female. Client Choi Dong-gyun. Date of birth September 15th, 1972. Male. We hereby certify that the above caregiver has been assigned to the above client since July 1st, 2009. Certificate issued February 4th, 2012. Durahana Support Center. Yeah, I know I have at least one gold one left because I have a new key. I'll probably get 2 more. Okay. Then we have... Do this.
You have all the people now.
We have all the people. Oh god, why is
Time.
my... Whoa, why is my mouse lagging? What the fuck?
It's because I'm chewing on the wires right
The
now.
umbrella, you mean?
That's right. Whether he's going to school or some outing, he always got an umbrella in hand.
Oh god, that's an old piece of information.
It's been that way since my wife passed. There was something she always told the kids when she was in the hospital. She promised that she'd go ahead to heaven and watch over them from above. Young didn't say anything. All he did was stand in the distance and sigh, as I recall. I think he wanted to tell her there's no such thing as heaven, that if she wanted to watch over him, she should do it from her. It wasn't long before she passed. I only noticed after some time that Myunko always took an umbrella with him when he left the house. And then I remember the exact promise his mother made. I mean it, Myunko. How about this then? Since I won't be able to pick you up from school on rainy days, I'll ask God to stop the rain if you ever forget your umbrella.
Achievement? Where'd it go? My achievement! I can't find it. It's gone.
Done.
My god, why is this game lagging really bad? Okay.
Heavy.
Right? You mean Sewon was taken because she was mistaken for Miss Song Myung's late daughter?
I asked Myung what happened. She said she heard someone call Sewon's name and finally found her, after going from one playground to the next. It was a boy, probably the girl's brother. He was telling her to wait. Wait here, Sewon. She didn't tell me anything else, but I can guess what happened. Myung must have gone and brought her back like a mother picking up a child who's gone out to play. The girl was so sweet too, calling my daughter auntie. I'm sorry, detective. I really am. I should have called right away, but then I couldn't bear to do it. Not until you paid that visit. After you dropped by, I was terrified. My hands were shaking. I found myself dialing a number, calling Sewon's father. I told him that Myung seemed to have brought home a stranger's child and pleaded with him to get that girl back to her parents. I would call the diversion, I said, so he could get the girl away from Myung. I know she may not be well, but I didn't want my daughter to end up a kidnapper. I was being shameless, I know. I knew exactly what I was doing, detective, but until Sewon's father turned himself in, you know he's done nothing wrong. I thought we could act as if nothing at all had happened, sweep it all under the rug, knowing full well that Sewon's father is just as precious a child to his parents as Myung is to me.
See, Letters, he actually isn't that bad.
He literally did not kidnap his child at all.
He didn't. He literally returned her to her actual family. Boo! What do you mean, boo? Checking it here. Okay. Missing something from this guy. It's odd.
I mean, there's still things you still haven't locked. Remember, they're still missing one thing.
No, I know. I just pondering out loud.
No, you're good. Here we go. The last thing we are missing.
That can't be the last thing, because there's still, like, multiple things that don't have...
Yeah, the time is incorrect. As in, like, there's pieces that aren't in the... But you now have all the information. 54 out of 50.
Right, I know. Let me go ponder then.
Sorry.
Go. There's something in between that. Top pegging. There we go. I knew it went here, but it just was not letting it go there. Okay. First moved in, it was sure it was close to when his mother was picking out supplies for the younger kids. After the shells, older children wait. Oh, okay, you go over here. See, I figured it out. I figured it out. Haha.
Yep. Here you go.
How? What do you mean how? Okay. No, not you. Oh,
Yeah,
lagging.
playground or school.
I know, give me a minute. It's lagging really bad.
No, you're good. I love you.
When did Miss Song Mi-young set out to find Sawan?
It must have been when she got the notice saying Sewon was in her elementary school. It pushed her completely over the edge. We got the notice from City Hall last December. I checked most of Mi-young's mail before she does, Detective. We have no idea what might set her off. But this notice about Sewon starting school, my heart nearly stopped. I had no idea that they never reported her death. There it was in the documents, Wong's name printed clear. I could only imagine how it would make Mi-young feel. No, I'm sorry, Detective. I'm not the victim here. I don't deserve to wallow in pity like this. I can only apologize. At the time, I balked. I was frozen. And Mi-young saw me and read the notice. She looked so happy. She smiled so brightly. I hadn't seen her so delighted in... well, it must have been years. The pre-entrance day was at the end of December, and Mi-young insisted we had to go out and get Sewon's uniform fitted. She was fussing about getting all her shots and picking up school supplies, and wondering why Sewon was taking so long to come home. That's when it started, I think. She went around all the local playgrounds looking for Sewon. Sad.
Damn, I have 3 keys. But you're not being contrite, you're lying to me. Oh, hang on. What? Oh, hang on.
Nothing.
You want to say something to me?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing at all. Why would I say anything?
Why would you say anything, huh?
Exactly. That's why I'm saying this. Why would I say anything?
But you're not being contrite. You're lying to me. Who was around when Sawan was taken? What was she wearing? And which direction did you take her? You couldn't answer any of these questions, Mr. Kim Gyung-suk. This confession that you're the kidnapper, it could take away Mrs. Sung-myung's chance to repent and seek forgiveness for herself. We can't wait for her to recover before setting things straight. You know she'll be racked by guilt. Could you live with that on your shoulders? Your ex-mother-in-law is in the next room. She's told us everything. Consider how she might feel, having just reported her own daughter to protect you. You've been financially supporting your ex-wife's therapy all these years under the pretext of child support. This won't be much different. Just take a step back and support her from afar. She has a long battle ahead of her, being treated in custody.
Detective, where did it all go wrong? Did I mess up from the beginning? Swong's name. I never should have given her that name. Now do you understand why Kim Se-wong is still missing today?
No, I got to put it in the right spot. You got to just let me end the game when I happen to put it in the right spot.
But they asked you a question.
No.
Fine.
Why am I still gaming? Anyway, yes, I do.
Okay, now I will tell you which choice to pick for ending and then the other ending. Does that work? I mean, it's pretty obvious, actually.
I'm going to get there and then I will tell you if I want your help or not.
I know, I'm just saying, that's why I was like, never mind. I just, you know how okay, anyway. Great work, ma'am. Now you remember everything. Do you understand why Se-wong's case was never solved after all the time?
Thank you for telling me that she came home safely. That I didn't doom a little girl to her death. Thank you, truly.
I remember how surprised I was when I first saw this case. Everyone involved was lying, for one reason or another. Whether it was to protect a loved one, or to keep a promise to someone important.
What about you, Your Honor? Are you keeping a secret for someone, just like them?
Actually, yes. For your sake.
Hmm. You want me to get both endings?
Yes.
Okay. Am I gonna be able to go back, or I'm gonna have to go through the whole game again?
Yes. You'll be able to go back. It's really
Okay.
easy to go back. Yeah. That's why I was like, yeah, this is... Anyway.
You're gonna
The
be
cold
the girl. You're gonna be
case...
Sawan. Anyway, whatever. Go
The
ahead.
cold case team doesn't usually take on cases like, say, the police get more than 200,000, 20,000 missing children reports every year. The cold case team just doesn't have the capacity. One quiet disappearance in a sea of violent, unsolved cases. No one would have spared the case a second thought. But I couldn't tear my eyes away. Not when I saw that name.
What?
Her name was Kim Se-wong. That's Seo for rhinoceros and Wan for origin.
That's what I...
Just like me. We're the same age, too.
Wait. You can't mean...
Ma'am, look at my badge.
I knew from the beginning, bitch.
You did, and it was very funny. Anyway, it's me.
I'm
Choi
a
Si-wong.
genius. As usual.
You are.
Not as usual.
No, as usual. As usual, you're able to predict things, which is why I wanted to get your theories out first. Thing of like, I know you're going to be able to predict what's going to happen, and I want to write it down.
Well, I didn't want to,
Okay.
but that was the thing. I didn't want to do my thing where I spit everything out because then, of course, you're right, Morgan. You just said everything possible. Can't be wrong if you just say everything. Anyway, keep going.
Anyway, yes, the missing girl you found.
Would that been what it was if you got all the keys?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is the ending without all the keys.
Interesting. That either means that that ending's gonna be super fucking devastating, and I have a feeling that's gonna be what it is.
It's me,
Anyway.
Choi Soo-wong. Please don't cry, ma'am.
Are you really her? Are you really Sewon? I'm so sorry. I failed you completely.
Don't say that, ma'am. I'll always be grateful to you.
I don't deserve your gratitude. I never found you.
That's only technically true. You remember what Kim Se-wong's grandmother said, right? Here, I even have a copy of her testimony. Senior Inspector Jang Young's visit was the reason I was sent back home.
But I was only following protocol. Just doing my job.
Ma'am, I'm an adult now, and I know what work is like. No one followed that protocol back in the day, and they still don't.
Okay, hang on. Hands on my hips. This is kind of whack when you do rehab all the testimony in order, because it literally says in the father's testimony, yeah, she's home now. It's all good.
Yeah.
So her crying because she's like, I never found you. It's like, she came home. You know she came home. What do you mean?
It wasn't due to her. She wasn't the one who felt. It's, yeah.
But I know, but she didn't find her, but she came back. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It just doesn't hold a lot of emotional weight to me when you know that, like, oh yeah, oh, she came back, she's fine. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's it then. Like, whatever, it's fine. I'm sure it's gonna probably be a bit different with the key, because then maybe with the key it's like, oh, well, you do know that happened.
Yeah. Because technically this one is like, as long as you had all the information, you got it, but the other one you have to have everything correct, or at least most of it correct to get that.
Yeah.
But you were different.
Overly dramatic woman, yeah, I guess so.
You carried out your duties to the letter, even though you could have slacked off and been perfectly covered that paperwork from City Hall. That's the reason I made it back home. After all these years, I tracked down all the people involved in the case, one by one. I spoke with Kim Se-wong's family, my father, my brother, my dear mother Hyojong. Everyone asked me to pass on their thanks to you. This isn't my first time visiting you, you know?
Miss, I turned a blind eye to the suffering of so many people in my career. You might thank me, but I still...
Alright then, let's do this. I'll set aside time for you later. Sometime to look back and blame yourself and feel guilty over everything. But right now, we're racing against the clock. It took longer than I expected to place your memories back together.
This isn't our first conversation, is it? Then you know that my mind is being constantly bleached. What could possibly be more important?
That's exactly the reason I need your help, before those memories disappear again. Remember Song Mi-song, the woman who took me away and reported her daughter missing?
She was sentenced to 1 year of treatment in institutional custody, wasn't she?
Yes. The sentence ended ages ago, but she's still in custody.
But how?
Once you're institutionalized, you can't be discharged without special approval. And Song Myung hasn't been granted a single psychiatrist evaluation. Don't you think she needs our help?
Tell me, miss. Does that mean you've forgiven Song Min-young?
This isn't about forgiveness, ma'am. It's abundantly clear, even from a purely bureaucratic perspective, that we need to do something. Soo-won's case is still marked as open, and no case should remain unsolved.
Boop.
Boop. The end.
Wow. You gave me an achievement for that, but now I'm just like, what could the fucking true ending possibly be, and is it gonna be something horribly devastating? I have a feeling it will be.
No spoilers. I'm not allowed to spoil.
I know you're not. Now I have to wait through all these credits to get there.
Yeah. But you get to see all the pretty art. I really like their like monochromatic pixel art with like the one colors
I
and all
agree,
that
it's
stuff.
very nice.
Very pretty.
And we don't have to play through the entire game again, correct?
We don't. I
Okay.
promise. A
This,
pinky
this is
promise.
my
Like,
this is my equivalent of Mooney harassing me and demanding to know if Lisa dies or not.
Lisa does not die. We proved
She
that.
doesn't
Okay.
die. I promise she doesn't die,
She
Mooney.
only dies
Please
of old
don't kill
age.
me.
Okay.
Okay.
Resume.
Resume. Okay.
You realize you were a jellyfish.
Okay. Thank God. Go crazy. All right.
Here we
That's
go.
okay. We don't have to replay the game letters. You can put your teeth away.
Anyway, so I have
This is
to
gonna be
be careful
fucking
because I
horribly
don't want to
devastating.
cry.
It's gonna be
It's
horribly
going to be
devastating.
horribly
It's gonna
devastating.
be horribly devastating. I can feel it. It's gonna be like some horrible shit that like I don't know. It's gonna be some horrible shit that like we're gonna see.
Say it. Okay, why?
I'm
Okay.
wondering if we're the mom. Like I'm just I don't know. Probably not.
A secret I've been keeping for your sake. It's been 12 years now. 12 years since the case. And since I retired from the missing persons team. 12 long years.
What? Ah, ourself.
I was busy for the first 5 years. A lawyer friend asked me to take on a paralegal job. It was hard work getting used to a new position at that age. But I suppose that would only be an excuse. The truth is, I thought I resolved things well enough, a decent end for everyone.
Wait. What do you mean?
I put the case into my mind for so long. But you were still chained helplessly to that lie like I told. Each painful day of your life stretched out into years. I'm so sorry I'm late, Miss Song Myung.
We are the fucking.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't understand. Why are you trying to deceive me?
Your ex-husband couldn't make it today
But I'm Jean Young.
because he's at the rally outside the Human Rights Commission.
I'm the one who retired from the force. I'm the one who was racked with guilt.
You lived out your sentence years ago.
The one who tried to die.
Miss Song Myung.
Devastating.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the cover art. I did see that art. I should have known.
Miss Song Myung. Each time we revisited these memories, she became someone else. At times, you became Si Wong, searching for her mother. Today, you became a detective, despairing at her failure to find that little.
I'm Song Young.
We've been having this conversation again and again for months now. Just like you said, those conversations you remembered were real. The only difference is that I was the one who heard those exchanges, not you. The memories we unearthed today are a mix of your personal experiences and your memories of everything I told. And you piece together those fragments, determining who said what and where. You haven't quite found out who was doing the listening. It's time to put the final puzzle piece in its place. Complete the mirror that will show you who you really are. Myung, let's get you out of this place. Let me get you to a doctor, somewhere you can get proper treatment. I can help you. Ne Song Myung.
But if you're really me, if you're really Jeongyeon, why? Why go so far? You're not even on the force anymore.
That's the same question I once asked Wong. Let me give you the same answer she gave me. Wong's case is still marked as open-ended. No case should remain unsolved.
Oof. Devastating. Solidarity, save her. Get the fuck out of here. Oh no. Don't make me cry more than I already am.
That's the ending.
It's a very good game. I really love that. It has a really wonderful style of game, a really great story, really interesting. It's very good. What?
Nothing. I'm sniffling because I'm just like.
Oh, I thought it was a laugh.
No, it is me sniffling because I remembered part of the ending, and then as I'm here talking and everything of Kim Jong, I started crying, and I was like, I need to not cry because I will spoil things for Morgan. I gotta be very careful to not cry out loud.
Oh, I had a feeling it was gonna be devastating. I'm like, if the
Every
fake ending is it being her, then what?
Oh no, I was gonna read this. Message from Samia. Every man from philosophy that seems. We live in an age where the law of the jungle is seen as a given, fueling rage and hate across society. So I'd like, though, to express my heartfelt support for those who resist, those who withstand the mockery and condemnation, digging in their heels for what's right. I made this game, blah, 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 blah. It's fine. Thank you for playing.
Yay.
But yay.
It was very, very good.
It was.
The tragedy
That's why I wanted you to play it.
We will probably not get more than this because it was made so specifically for this concept.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's very lovely.
But thank you for playing.
Yeah. Oh, well, I hope everyone enjoyed that. Hope everyone had a good time. We've been streaming for a good almost 4 hours now. But it's a nice game that's not. I hope Somi, I hope you make more games. Very good games. Very great mystery. Super very excellent gameplay. Just in general. And I'm sad that you'll have to, I'm sad that there would probably not be other games like this, just because it is so unique to what it is. But it's a very good game. I don't know what else to say, honestly.
Yeah, it's a very good game that made me cry. It was a thing of me looking.
Yeah.
As you predicted things, I'm like, yeah, that's what's happening. That's correct.
Yeah.
And then going through the thing of like me going, oh yeah, I remember this now. Oh yeah, there was this too as well. Oh, right. And that's why I was like, there's no warnings technically, because the only thing I can think of is things are like, yeah, child death. I'm like, yeah, that's a spoiler.
You could have said child death. That wouldn't have told me, like,
Yeah.
that wouldn't have made me go, aha, I know everything that happens in this story now. Aha.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. If the trigger warnings don't.
So.
It's fine. I appreciate you erring on the side of caution for me because you know I don't want to be backseat gamed, so I appreciate it very much. But yeah, it's very, very good. Very nice. And thank you for making me play it. Thank you for suggesting it. And thank you for letting me have a wonderful experience with you.
Other games that Somi has made: Wake, Morning Father, Morning Mother, Legal Dungeon. and there's also Replica, Retsnam, and Rabbit Hole 3D edition. But
Never heard
those
any of
2 are
those.
yeah. I know that I have the Wake and, it's called Legal Dungeon both in my thing because both of them have, like, they seem like the idea of, like, the same game. A little bit different, but
Mm-hmm.
it's the idea, and yeah, it's fun. But hey, thank you guys, chat, for coming and watching us play this game.
Yeah. Well, with that, I have to get up at a slightly decent time tomorrow. So I will,
Mhm.
not even slightly decent, I have to be up at like maybe 9 a.m. So I have to be up at a
9
decent
AM
time tomorrow.
to play Karma's
To play Karma's Dude? No, you gotta get up at 6 a.m. for that one. But no, I have theater. Unfortunately, no Karmazoo for me tomorrow morning. But yeah. Anyway, I
Okay,
hope you
yeah.
guys had fun. I will see everybody next time. I'll hopefully be streaming some more stuff sometime soon. It's been a bit of a
Mhm.
people have been a bit sick and icky all this past few weeks.
It's
But
been a
hoping to get
winter,
it's
that's for
winter. You
sure.
could probably hear it the whole stream that I'm congested as fuck, and it's not because I'm sick. It's just because it's cold outside. Um, I went and played in the snow, and it unfortunately had dire consequences. um, but the anyway, but I will hopefully stream again. Uh, if not this weekend, then hopefully next week. There will at least be one stream, if not multiple. So I hope everyone has a lovely day, night, or evening whenever you watch this, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.